Thank you for listening to the Tattness Podcast on the Tattness Co Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A Mercedes kind of sentiment, luxury, and trust in me to honor the free we all should be. It sees my sundial burst into yin and yang, right and left, me and you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Tattness Podcast Season 3. And this show is going to be a little bit more of the same of what do we call that last one? That's like what's beef kind of shit. Because I'm always at somebody. And in this particular case, I reached out to my boy Scotty, who's a big brother to me from New York. And we talked about how I got love in New York, which is dope to hear. Apparently people fucking really dig me. So that's cool. I'm good when I come through. But Scotty is someone that's like me. He comes from a place very similar to me. So I reached out to him to find out if I'm out of pocket on this, situation where I feel like someone disrespected me and whatever. And he feels a certain way. So he told me what he thinks in terms of how I feel on this beef. And, like I said, it's not beef, but it kind of is. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I gave this motherfucker an opportunity to fucking make it right, and he tried to do that privately rather than, if you diss me publicly, then correct it publicly. He wanted to hit me privately behind closed doors, so he gets to keep that image of like, I'm about us and blah 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 blah. Alright, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me that, I beat your ass shit on air. You don't fucking believe that. And if you do, you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You got something to say about this?
Well, I think he just acted like a bitch, to be honest. Like, especially, like you said, you go out publicly saying, I could kick your ass and, putting it, insulting you every chance he gets. But then in private, when he's called out, he's like, what do you want me to do? And he doesn't really go about it. Yes, he doesn't go about really apologizing. And then the next day after that exchange, he goes on his show, acts like everything's grand, everything's fine, nothing happened.
Okay, homeboy, let me put this out there right now. You look like you never stepped foot in a fucking gym. You're gonna beat my ass. Okay. Ask Alexa what happened when a drunk put hands on her at the bar and him and his 3 boys ended up dealing with me. But you're gonna be the guy. When Alexa fucking tells me, dude, a day later, my coworker was sweeping the bar floor, and I was like, ew, and realized that what was rattling when she was sweeping was this dude's teeth that I fucking knocked out of his face before I knocked his 2 boys the fuck out. But you're gonna be the guy that beats me. Get over yourself. Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Some fucking dude that thinks he's a comedian, that thinks he's fucking this, that, and the third, that's never fucking, obviously, by the looks of him, stepped foot in a fucking gym a day in his life, thinks he's gonna beat me when 32 fucking pros couldn't. Okay, buddy. Get over yourself. Don't let the fucking depression meds fucking play you. Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Am I out of line here?
Nope.
I don't like that shit. So I reached out to my boy Scotty. Because he's older than me. He's my big bro. He's from fuck around find out New York. And I'm like, yo, am I tripping? Did I fuck up here? Am I out of pocket on this? Or, am I fucking right for feeling the way I do? And when he heard the story, he's like, God damn. Yo, let me deal with this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling me, yo, you should just knock him the fuck out. Let his ass know that don't fly. And I'm like, yo, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I should. There's nothing more sad than this wannabe tough guy bullshit that, fucking say that to my face. Tell me to my face you beat my ass and watch what happens to you. Because I will not hesitate. Get over yourself. Period. So, it wasn't beef, but now, fuck him. He's a pussy. And I'm gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say. At the time I did the show, I felt like it wasn't beef, but now, I don't know. I gave this motherfucker every opportunity to do the right thing. I've talked to other people that were on his fucking shit that were like, I totally understand where you're coming from. And yeah, it's really fucked up. So everybody agrees with me. This stupid motherfucker just don't get it. I gave you a payday and you fucking spit in my face. Fuck you. Period. Take your little Christmas present, shove it up your ass because I fucking did nonstop shit for you. What have you fucking done for me besides nothing?
But insult you.
And fucking try to disrespect me and try to look like a badass because you have nothing that I have. I don't need to do this shit anymore. And you're fucking in debt and I fucking give you a payday. And this is how you repay me? By disrespecting me? Fuck you. You're a fucking snake. So, we're good. We're done here. Fuck you. So let's get into that show unless you got something more to fucking say.
I think you hit the nail on the head. You got it.
So then let's see how Scotty feels about it. Straight out of fucking New York.
Man, fuck. I mean, I feel like you've been on my network now for fucking over a year, easy. It's like almost 2, if not 2. And we have not done a goddamn show together. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And that's on me. Because I didn't pursue it. I was like, I put it out there, we should do this shit. And then, I fucked around and I got all this other shit going on and whatever. But it's like, I didn't fucking reach out enough and just be like, we gonna fucking do this or what? You know what I mean? And then you went on hiatus and shit.
I did. Well, that, like, fucking COVID, bro. When COVID hit, Kate got scared. Kate took off to Georgia.
Damn. That's a mission.
And then it was like me and Val, and Kate was like, I don't know if I'm coming back. She had a boyfriend down there. And then she ended up getting preggo. She just had a baby. Congratulations, Kate. Baby boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then it was like me and Val. And like the whole dynamic, you know what I mean? Like I put that together. I was like, yo, like I thought if she would have hung out, we could have been better than what it was. But yeah, once she left, it was like kind of stale, you know what I mean? And I just like we did a couple shows, me and him, and then we sat back, and I just wasn't feeling it anymore. Like it was, I love talk, I love bullshitting with people, but man, like I could only talk to him like so much, you know what I mean? And he's not the type of kid like I can't fucking tase him or like draw on his face or do, you know what I mean? Piss on his leg or something stupid.
I love that you said that shit because I just did a show the other day to address some shit that I want to get into in a minute. But I gave a shout out to you. And I said, I've had these shows on my fucking network that they went on hiatus and whatever, but I kept them on the fucking website, man, to give them exposure because you never know when new people are going to discover it and see like, yo, they've done some shit. Maybe they'll beg for them to come back. Like, yo, come back and do this. I'm not taking that away from them, man, because they're on hiatus. They didn't quit. And even if they quit, fuck it. That's my boy. I'm going to fucking keep them up and represent them because maybe people will show them how much, they matter to them. And like, yo, I want to hear more of this show. Why are they gone? And I'd pass that along and be like, yo, that's a good question. Yeah. Maybe they'll come back, whatever. But I view you personally, and I ain't going to get all fucking, in my feelings and shit, but I view you like as my big brother, man, because I came to you the other night with some shit that had happened recently that I addressed on that show. And I know I get crazy sometimes because of where I come from. So I come from a fucking place that they call Canada's Compton, man. So like, I don't take disrespect very fucking lightly at all. So like, I could take a goddamn joke, believe that. But I came to you because I'm like, you come from like fuck around, find out New York. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you've been through pretty much probably all the same shit I have. I'm sure. So I look to you like, yo, am I tripping or am I justified? Because I know sometimes I fucking get crazy and I view things a certain way, whatever. So I come to you for guidance. Like, am I fucking tripping here? Because you got a couple of years on me, and you've been through shit too. So it's like I can learn from your experiences if I haven't fucking yet learned from my own.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So I hit you up.
This is how I think of it. Like, me and you are the same. Like, how you reacted is how I would react. But you're asking me for advice, and I'm great at giving people advice. You could ask anybody. Do I take my own advice? Fuck no.
Me neither.
I'm fucking reckless, right? But I can give you the best advice ever. And if you follow that shit, I guarantees it works 100%. And that's a lot of, like, I got problems with people because they'll come up to me, oh, Scott, what do I do? I'll tell you, and then you don't do it. And then you come back to me crying. Like, I told you what to do. You know what I mean?
I hate that.
Yeah. Don't come to me and ask me.
No.
And then go do something totally opposite. But with that situation that you got, yeah. But then still have to you still have to deal with that.
You know,
Yeah.
that's just it, right? Where I'm like, I deal with that. That's what I hate when people come to me for advice. I'm like, why are you asking me shit? You ain't gonna fucking take it. You want to hear that you're right. You don't want to fucking hear the advice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't come to me with that shit. I came to you because I'm like, yo, am I tripping, or am I justified by saying what I said? I don't want to get too deep into it because, as far as I'm concerned, it's a fucking dead issue. Because I got an apology for being disrespected, whatever. But where I'm at with that is, it's like, okay, the apology, fine, I get that, and I'll accept that, which prevents this from being beef.
Yeah.
But are we going to be tight again? No. And the reason why, and I know some people that ain't from where we're from find that unreasonable. Here's the thing. I feel personally that I would handle things way fucking differently.
Yep.
I feel that the apology should be as loud as the offense. If that makes sense to anybody else, I know it makes sense to you.
Yeah.
If you're gonna fucking diss me on air or fucking like try to play like Captain Hardass, like tough guy, and fucking son, I'm fucking military trained and anime trained. I come from the fucking hood. We're not the same. And you're gonna talk about I would beat your ass, this, that, and the third. Oh, for real? Like, it's funny at first. It's fucking funny at first because, like, you're supposed to be a comedian, whatever. I get that then. It's funny. Okay, cool. But then when every fucking time I do you a favor and I come on your show, you fucking bring that shit up and say that again. Now it's not a joke anymore. Now you believe in yourself. And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, man.
But I didn't think nothing of it till my camp starts coming to me and be like, yo, that's not you. How are you going to let someone talk to you like that? Because you're a public fucking figure. And that's what this cat's not getting, is he's not a public figure.
Yeah.
He might want to be. He might fucking think he is, whatever. But a public figure would actually get, you don't disrespect a public fucking figure because it can get the whole fucking world talking.
Word. But you don't disrespect another man. You know,
right.
He's sitting there, he's talking all that shit, but then on the low, he's like, "Oh man, yeah, I didn't really, fuck
right.
that."
But that's exactly what I'm saying, right? Like, I would have fucking said, okay, if I dissed you publicly, then let me set the record straight publicly. Let me go on my little show and fucking, address this matter. But I'm not saying kiss my ass and apologize and grovel like a bitch, whatever. Just set the record fucking straight publicly. Like, you guys know when I say that shit, I don't believe in that. I'm just playing a character or whatever, because that's what I was pitched. It was like, I play a character on my show.
Word.
It's me dialed up to 12 or whatever. And I'm a different cat. I don't play. When you see me dialed up to 12, there's no fucking negotiating with me anymore. Because that's me dialed up to 12, which means you fucked up so goddamn hard that like I do. You just can't reason with me now. It's all
Right.
hell I say it's not because I'm
It's the
bored.
point of
Right. Thank you. So, I just, and I'm not burying this cat. I have no hostility, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just, it's finally nice to talk to someone that comes from a place very similar to me where I can fucking, like, you get it. He didn't get it. It was like apologies and whatever in text, but it's like, I appreciate that. But you're not hearing me. You're not understanding what the fuck I'm saying to you. And that's because we come from two different places. I've got like 200 employees, dog, that I got to fucking be a leader to. But I also got a hood I come from. That where I come from, you handle that shit or the streets handle you because there's no fucking room for weak links. I'm not going to have my old hood fucking where I grew up come and tell me, like a bunch of bloods tell me, you're not welcome.
Yeah, this dude's talking shit about you and you just stand
You
there.
do nothing about
But
it.
at the same time, man, you're a man now, you know what I mean? And fuck all that back there, because getting into any type of beef or having some guy, especially these days, people are fucking more insane than they were back in the day. Where like you don't need to fucking worry about what's gonna happen if you go put gas in your car, or like it's peace of mind. Fuck all of them, unless you know what I mean. They ain't a business. If you really need to just get the fucking guy off your ass, but yeah, man. Like, well, I'm 42 now, and I finally like I said I was a couple years ago. I was still fucking doing stupid, crazy shit, until I had my son, and like within the past couple years, I feel like I've slowed down, so I could give it. It's not that shit ain't worth it. Like, even say this is what I would say. This is the money maker, right? You want to like even say you slip or something, some guy knock you in your face, right, and break your nose, right? Even though like could have totally been whatever, it just happened, like you slipped, whatever. Just because like you were fighting some dude and he broke, like you got to walk around with that shit. And it's not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth the pain. Not worth everybody looking at you being like, yo, what the fuck happened to your face? Not worth it. Or if you get stabbed.
Right.
Not worth shit,
You're right. That's why I left. You know what I mean? Where I was like, I got kids now.
Yeah.
I buried a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fucking, but it's good to know that like when I go home, I'm good when I roll through.
Word.
It's nice to know what, when I come to New York, because I've done radio shows and shit. When I come to New York, I'm good when I come through.
Come through.
Oh, I love it.
Pin, bro. Long Island. Come through.
When they fucking open the borders again.
Oh, well, we got Cuomo over here. The fucking, he's horrible. He's horrible.
I'm patient, man. I'm not a patient dude, but I'm trying to be. But
did Canada shut down the borders though? Is that what's going on over there?
It's been like based on other people, other countries, like where we're welcome because they shut borders down, whatever. With traveling here, it's kind of been like, if y'all travel, you got to quarantine 2 weeks there, 2 weeks back here. When you come home, that's a fucking nuisance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a month in your house.
And in my business, especially, I can't have people come from the US over here and like quarantine 2 weeks here to do a fucking movie or whatever, and then go back home quarantine. Like, y'all are struggling already because I'm giving opportunities. And that was another thing with this cat that, like, okay, so he has someone on his show, and I addressed this. And I'm not trying to, I gotta fucking say again, I'm not trying to bury this cat. I don't want people to think like he's a dick. That's why I ain't saying his fucking name, because I don't want people attacking him or whatever. It's just, I'm expressing where the fuck my mindset is, because we come from different places. And, if he fucking listens to this at all, then fucking maybe he'll get it. But you have this person on the show that I've brought into a movie I'm doing. I've fucking, she's a sister to me. And she defended me when he started trying to talk. She literally fucking started trying to say, I love that guy, man. Like, he fucking went, I have his documentary. He went through so goddamn much shit. And then to be as successful as he is in all the fucking fields that he's in and all this shit, and like, to chase accomplishments and fucking achieve success and still keep chasing. Like, fuck. He cuts her off just to be like, he's a dick. I get it. You think it's fucking a joke and whatever, and it is, sure. But like, you didn't let her finish her fucking, and then you changed the subject. So people kind of hit me up like, yo, what was that about? She's trying to show you respect, and it's like shade is thrown, and then change the subject. Like, he's not going to let you get your respect. Like, it bothers him. Dog, didn't you fucking write a part in to give this motherfucker some money, to give him a payday and put him in your fucking movie? You created a spot for him that didn't exist.
See, that's crazy.
And he didn't fucking take that opportunity to promote the fuck. It's his show. I'm not putting that on her. It's his fucking show. He didn't take the opportunity to promote the fucking upcoming movie that I've asked you to be in. To promote that shit, so there's hype about it. So like, maybe, crowdfunding, whatever the fuck, so it doesn't come into my goddamn pocket, because that'd be just everything comes out of my motherfucking pocket these days. God damn. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been nice to show you actually respected the opportunity, because you're so goddamn fucking in debt. I'm trying to give you a payday, and all you can do is talk shit about me. That seemed fucked up to everyone around me, and I didn't think nothing of it. Because I'm not an egotistical cat like that. But then when people come to me, and then fans come to me and like, yo, what happened?
Yeah, when it's a problem, when other people are coming up to you and telling you about it, then it's a...
Right. But you want to text me with, like, that was not my intention, whatever. Dog, it's not the point. The fucking public is coming to me with this shit. But you want to clear this up privately.
Air it out. You should do it on your podcast, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If you wanted to fucking create the issue,
gloves on in a ring,
right? If you want to
create mics, fucking electric shock collars around each one of your necks.
Every time you lie, you get shot.
You get shot.
God damn. So, but you get what I'm saying, right? Where like, if you're gonna fucking create, even if it's a misunderstanding, I'm willing to accept that.
Yeah, but you ever think about it, like who you are and who he is, and he really is just cloud chasing, bro?
I see.
Like,
that's
trying to make a name off of like some like fucking dumb hip hop beef type shit.
That's what my camp was saying. It's like, you're so humble sometimes that it makes me want to punch you in the throat. Because you don't have the ego to say, okay, this motherfucker's clout chasing off your name. You've had so many people do it to you. You just finished a beef with them, and then this is someone, oh, that's my boy, whatever. Yeah. They're like, then why is he disrespecting you so hard? Like, he claims he's joking, but they don't find it funny. They're like, it was lame. What the fuck is like a joke? What's funny? If you're supposed to be a comedian, what is funny about I would beat your ass?
Yeah, but when you're a comedian, you're not a comedian 24 hours, 7 days a week. You know what I mean? Like, you go home and if you have a wife and kids and shit, you're not like, hey, what's up, you fat bitch? You know? you gotta know it sometimes. So, he's not talking to his other friend like, he's a fucking comedian.
And it's like, I've been on your show more times than anyone. Because when fucking guests cancel, you hit me up last minute. I'm like, I got you. And I'll fucking jump on. Even when I don't feel like it. Like, I'm exhausted or whatever because I don't sleep.
Yeah.
I'd rather be napping. You know what I'm saying? But I'll fucking do it because that's who I am. I help a motherfucker out.
Nah, it's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
People don't respect it. You just got, you know what I mean? For your own fucking peace of mind, and just cut them off.
That's why I was like, okay, you don't get it. You're apologizing privately. but you diss me publicly, like repeatedly. I get jokes, dog. I do. I'm not upset by being joked with, but I'm under the fucking mentality of like when somebody jokes about something nonstop, there's fucking truth behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a joke anymore.
There's truth behind it. It gets annoying. You know what I mean? Like,
especially publicly.
That alone, like, yeah, you're going like, you don't do this shit. That's like little kid shit.
You talk to me privately.
Should have been knocked him out already, bro.
You know, it's like
I like choking people out. I don't even punch people anymore.
I'm not trying to take it that far unless my name gets shit on again. Then it's, you know,
yeah.
We're not talking pro fighting anymore. I don't give a fuck if your history is bullshit or if it's legit, like you claim. I'll fucking end you, and we'll do street shit. But this motherfucker, man, I give him an opportunity to be in a goddamn movie, and the first thing he fucking says on his show is, "Yeah, when I fly out, man, I can't wait to fucking have you have to tell everybody I whipped your ass in a fucking MMA fight."
For real?
I just gave you a payday. How the fuck are you going to disrespect me like that, first of all? And second of all, how are you going to be in my fucking text talking about, oh, in my day, I was 180 pounds when I fought. You're 265. And he's talking like he has a fucking shot in hell. So Brock Lesnar versus an infant. And the infant first words is talking shit?
Word.
Come on.
Brock Lesnar. Yeah, what's that tattoo he's got on his chest, bro?
That's a sword, dog. Like, you know, like he don't play either.
Yeah. He's a big dude.
Right. And like he surpassed 265. He went to 285, and I'm sitting at 265. Like, goddamn, why you gotta keep doing that to me, man? I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Get off them roids, dog.
You need to get up with this dude, and you need to yes. I say podcast, man. You should do it on the podcast, or even do it on his show. If he calls you out on the next show, just call him out.
But that's the whole thing, right? It's like I didn't feel like it was that deep. I just felt like if you're gonna diss me and create this alleged misunderstanding on your show,
yeah,
why not fucking be like, yo, let me get you on my show and let me rectify this. But you want to do it privately in text, so then you can make peace with me privately, but have the public still think you're some badass.
Man, still do that shit. That's what I'm saying.
I don't like that shit, man.
Yeah.
To me, like
I said, your coattails, bro.
To me, like I said, man, the offense, you know, the apology should be as loud as the offense.
Yeah.
If you offended someone publicly, because that's what I do. I went at someone hard in a Facebook group back in the day before I fucking, you know, and I was like, I went hard on them, and then I realized, you know, you're wrong. Like, you had an opinion on something that had nothing to fucking do with you.
Yeah.
It wasn't really your it's not your hill to die on. You didn't have a dog in that fight. Why are you getting like so personal?
People are crazy with that shit.
And I did that shit because I fucked up.
Yeah.
So I said publicly in the group, I was like, yo, I went at you hard publicly in this group, and I was wrong. So I'm going to apologize to you publicly in this group. I ain't going to hit your fucking DMs and whatever. I came at you publicly. I'm going to fucking tell you in front of everyone, like, I feel like I was wrong. I was out of line. I fucking, you know, don't know why I felt the way I did at the time. But I fucking come to you now and say, whether it's accepted or not, don't even matter. I have to do the right thing. I fucked up. I came at you personal.
Yeah.
I'm going to let everyone fucking know I was wrong. Because I dissed you publicly. So I'm going to let everyone know I was wrong on that. And whether you accept it or not, you can fucking diss me now publicly. And I have it coming by saying fuck you and your apology. Cool. Fuck it. What am I going to say to that? You know what I'm saying? Because I fucking like went at you hard. I'm not gonna fucking dispute it and be like, all right, cool. I did what I felt was right for me, and I fucking rectified shit the way it should be rectified. I ain't gonna slide in your DM and I'm not gonna slide in your DMs and like be like, yo, everyone else still thinks that I went at you hard, but secretly I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean none of that. Whatever.
If
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me, man. That's not man shit.
no,
How the fuck are you going to talk about someone like you're so goddamn hard? That's military trained and MMA trained.
smack him up, bro. Nothing wrong with like bitch slapping a dude.
So you fuck around and find out from New York. I'm
You know
telling
what
you.
I'm saying? Bow.
But I came to you because I was like, yo, am I tripping and just overreacting?
Yeah.
Or am I justified in this? And you were like,
you're right on it.
You
The
heard
guy, he's a dick, bro. He's a dick.
you heard the whole story and you're like, yeah, nah. And now I'm telling you new shit, that you didn't even hear.
Yeah. No, he's a
No.
scum.
Like
It's not like that's not a fault on you, man. Like you're a good guy, you know what I mean? You see something in him, that's why you didn't kick him to the curb. But like, if he's gonna keep doing that shit, bro, you gotta either take him to the side and fucking get serious and fuck you. Sometimes, sometimes you gotta smack people up so they can learn a fucking life lesson. You know what I mean?
yeah, man. And I don't want to I'm not that dude. And
Nah, but you're like you don't have to beat him up. But sometimes like you need to remember, like, you know what I mean. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, "Yo, why is my eye black?" And then you remember, oh, because I was talking shit to this dude who was fucking hooking me up, and treated me like his boy. That's why I have this. And then the next morning you wake up, and after like 2 weeks of looking in the mirror of your black eye, you probably won't make that mistake again.
I remember a time I had to do that to one of my boys.
Yeah.
I remember his mom fucking seeing that shit.
Yeah. Black eye?
Yeah, man.
Yo, I was hanging out with these kids one day, and this kid owed me $5. I wanted to go kart riding, and I didn't have my wallet on me, so I called him up, and I'm like, "Yo, you got $5?" He's like, "No, $5." All right, bet. Like 10 minutes later, I show up at his house with like 2 more boys. Like, play some $5. So these other kids had beef with him. They started beating him up. So I'm trying to like pull him out. So I grabbed by his legs, and his pants came down. And then the kid came and he kicked him right in the balls. Boom! Kid went, screamed like the highest pitched squeal ever. Anyway, then. Like 2 days after that, he was friends with my brother. He came to my house, and my mother's like, "What happened to you?" And he's like, "Scott beat me up." $5, $5 on fire.
My dude, I'm telling you, man. My dude, his mom saw his black eye. And he's like, before you say anything, he told her who did it. And she flat out, I guess he was looking for sympathy or whatever, but she flat out said, so in other words, you were talking when you should have been listening.
From his own mother.
Knows you got a big mouth.
Yeah.
And you were fucking with someone you had no business fucking with. And that's your boy.
Yeah.
I've been running your lips. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a reasonable dude. Till he's not. I could have told you that.
Truthfully and honestly, best friend wise, how many you got that you could trust with your life?
God damn. I mean, I literally have the tightest circle. I got my producer, I got my fucking personal assistant, her sister, and you. And aside from that, I think I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? There's people I trust with my life, then there's people I wouldn't trust with my lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Brown bag.
You know?
Lunch boxes. You have lunch boxes? Did you have lunch boxes when you were a kid?
Of course, Doc. He-Man.
He-Man. What else did you have?
Thundercats.
Thundercats was the shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah. I was looking at I had Gremlins. When I was in kindergarten, right? I was like such like a spoiled like punk kid. Like everybody else would get the school snack, and me would come in with my little Gremlins lunchbox, and I'd have like the thermos with like whatever juice I wanted instead of whatever the other kids are eating the cookies in their little milk and stuff. I was coming in with like these fudge round like. Love my lunch boxes.
They were the dope.
Don't make them like they do anymore, man. Like even the kids, everything. Like it's no toys anymore. They don't know how to like use their imagination and like play with shit. Everything is done for them on this computer shit, iPads, phone.
Bananas, man.
Right?
I don't like that shit. Like we had the best shit.
Yeah.
We stoked about a juice box.
For real. I had Ecto Cooler, the High C Ecto Cooler.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah, bro. Dude, our generation was the best where it came from like toys to cartoons, like all around. That was like the time. Like everything after that was just like shit. That it started it. Star Wars, He-Man, Ninja Turtles. Fucking remember Mask?
Yeah, dude, I had that fucking lunchbox.
Lord, that's what I'm talking about. Like
it was red.
Yeah. I had the red. I had the red card. The red card, and like when the doors came up and shit. And man, that shit was the best. I'm looking at a whole bunch of toys right now. Yo, when you were a kid, did you ever have a My Pet Monster?
I was not fortunate enough, and I wanted it so bad. I love the cartoon, but that motherfucker was expensive. But what I did get was, remember his friends?
Yeah, the little like dog dude.
When he went back to like his own world, fucking his dimension, and there's the little orange monster with I had that one.
Oh shit! I had one that looked like, I think it was like pink and like blue or some shit. Dude, those things would have been on eBay right now. My Pet Monster's going for like $400 something, like not even brand new in the box.
Yeah, for sure. Do you remember?
I think his handcuffs were going for like $300.
Yeah, I mean we came out with knockoffs. Like dollar stores were selling knockoff handcuffs that were Velcro with a chain and shit because it was such a big thing back then. Do you remember Popples?
What was it?
Popples.
There. Oh, the thing that would turn into the ball.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I had a soccer ball one, man.
What? I remember Popples. Popples was the shit. Popples. They had Pound Puppies.
Yeah, dude. I had one of them.
Was the shit. Man, they had what was it? The Get Along Gang. That was like a cartoon. I was like mad into DuckTales and shit like that though.
Yeah, me too, man.
Word. Disney Afternoon, like DuckTales and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yes. And they both had dope fucking Nintendo games too.
Yes, they did. DuckTales. I have DuckTales for PlayStation 3. A remastered DuckTales from Game Boy. Wow. They put it out for PlayStation 3.
My old man trolled me hard in Rescue Rangers because you could throw your partner fucking off shit. And he would do it to me like, no, I was like 6 years old. I'm like, you're a dick.
Word. Like, let me just get in this game, man.
You know, but it's funny to him because he can still go on. If I'm dead, he can still fucking carry on by himself.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play, you fucking dickweed. It's funny. See, it's like this beef all over again. Like, it's not even beef, but whatever. But it's like, it was funny the first like 2 times, dickhead. Now I got a problem. Now I'm heated. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking nothing worse than a video game cheater. Nothing worse.
It was so funny because that was the first game where you could actually pick up your fucking like second player partner and kill his ass. So he was like a kid in a candy store, like, hey, let me pick you up for a minute. Right. It throws me off the fucking.
You'd like spawn back and he'd like grab you and throw you again.
Yeah.
While he's playing and beating the game, he's just like tossing
Yep.
it like the fuck
I didn't
out.
even make it past the beginning of the first level. This motherfucker loved it so much. Grown ass man in tears, laughing so hard. Fucking, no, for real this time. Let me grab you. Picks me up, kills me again. I'm
No,
like,
I'll put you down. I promise.
by that point, I threw the controller and I'm like, fuck you.
Fucking Nintendo was the shit back in the day, though. That was.
Not like, I mean, come on.
What are you playing on these days? You a PlayStation guy or an Xbox guy?
That's funny. I'm a PlayStation guy, but I own an Xbox One. How the fuck that happened is beyond me.
Yeah. See, I'm a PlayStation dude. I have a problem, a serious problem with the Xbox controllers ever since
Yes!
the fucking can't fuck with them.
They fucking disconnect from the goddamn system all the time.
Not even talk about this because they're just oddly shaped. I feel like the PlayStation controller should be universal for like every controller. That should be like my TV remote controller. Like that should be how I drive my car.
I ain't mad at that. That's true.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't my choice. I didn't buy the goddamn system. So
Word.
there's that. So, I mean,
I have a short attention span though for games. I can only play like 10 to 15 minutes before I shut that shit off.
unless it's Fallout, then my day is ruined because I'll spend all goddamn day playing Fallout.
All day, huh?
It's stupid. And then nothing gets done. And then it's like, how the fuck, It's actually funny, man. One of my boys that I've known since he was like a child, he hits me up with like, yo, do you play fucking Call of Duty? I was like, nah, but people tell me I should. How the fuck you became as famous as you has? It's beyond me, man. I'll never figure it out. I thought that was the funniest shit.
Call of Duty, that's fucking. Yo, people are insane on that shit.
I know.
That shit,
It's true. But to be like, how the fuck you became as successful as you, I'll never know. Because you don't play Call of Duty. It's probably because I don't fucking play Call of Duty, son. I'm
you
not
leave your house and you got dreams, you go and catch them.
I'm not as addicted as y'all.
Word. I had Call of Duty Ghosts. That's when PlayStation, when I first got it, and I used to love it because like you could talk to people, and I'd be like cursing out kids. I'd be like, "Yo, I'm fucking your mom right now." Like I was just such a dick. I'd be in the fucking bedroom just like cursing out little kids, and I was horrible at the fucking game. Like as soon as I'd spawn, someone would shoot me in the head. You know what I mean? But I'd just get on there just to talk shit.
Somebody hit me up, man. And they were like, do you have a headset? And I'm like, I did, but I don't know more. They're like, why not? I'm like, one, it was a piece of shit. And I wasn't in a hurry to replace it.
Word.
Well, why not? Because I don't fucking need to know how many times a 13-year-old thinks he fucked my mom, dog.
I used to do it all the time. They're like, yo, guess what that sound is? They'd be like, what? I'd be like, me fucking your mom.
We got to give it back to those 13-year-old little pricks, man.
Word. Someone's got to train them, right?
They talk so much shit for 13.
Yeah, I love mom jokes. It's like my thing. And like I can make fun of my own mother. And my wife hates it because like anything she says, I'll be like, so does your mom. Or like, your mom does. You know? And even my kids are like, yo, you're so annoying.
Your mom goes to college.
I got so your mom. It'd be like, yo, it smells in here. I'd be like, so is your mom. Do it to my neighbor. I just pissed so many people because that's like, your mom does too.
That's funny as
love it.
fuck, man. That's
I like getting rises out of people. Some of the shit, you know what I mean? I say some crazy and stupid shit. Like the way I talk to you or talk to like this is me. Like there's no like filter or you know what I mean?
I love what you do.
So my kids get the same Scott, you know, but a little bit more lovey, but
That's what I love about you, man. No, I shout you out fucking in that last show where I was like, I was like, this motherfucker had his people tase him just to fucking try to get on my goddamn network.
Word.
And I'm like, I decided then and there, because I looked at this shit, I watched it, and I'm like, what kind of jackass fuckery is this? That a motherfucker's gonna let people tase him just to get on my goddamn network.
Word.
I was like, I decided then and there, he's already on the fucking network. I just ain't telling him that.
Yeah.
In case he comes out with some more dope shit that I want to see. But
I had the video. I had the electric shock collar. I don't know if you've seen that video where I put that on and my dad put it on 100 and shocked me with that shit. Amazing. I love that shit. I'll do it all day.
That's fucking crazy, man. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker will do that just to get on my goddamn network.
Word.
But yeah, I try to give someone a paid opportunity when they're fucking in debt and losing everything around them. And all they do is talk shit. Like, that's why it's not a good look, man.
That's a special individual, man.
It comes across a certain way. And when you know that I have had to cut loose a bunch of people that turned out to be snakes, and in my position, that's all you fucking attract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do anything if I give a fuck about you to make you think I'm one of those people. I would check myself real carefully. But then to use this like I'm bipolar, this, that, and the fucking third and whatever, so I didn't mean no fucking harm, whatever. It's like, dog, you just did a show saying I'm not this bipolar person. I'm a fucking person who happens to have this shit. You can't use it as a crutch then.
Yeah, no.
If you don't want to be labeled and viewed a certain way.
Yeah. Fuck that, dude.
Don't fucking use it as a crutch when it's convenient. That's how it comes across to everyone, as far as I know, that has approached me with that. Like, they listen to that show, whatever. And that's the show where this co-star of mine from the movie I'm doing that I fucking brought you into was like, yeah, I suffer from that shit and whatever. So then he's all like, yeah, that's not, it doesn't define me. It's not like, oh, you're a bipolar person. No, motherfucker, I'm a person. Okay, that's great. I love that. I love that mentality. But don't fucking turn around when it's convenient and say, well, maybe I came across a certain way. And this is what really fucking upset me. And everyone around me was the whole, but I've got bipolar and I've got this, that, and the third. I thought you understood that. So now you're the victim. You fucking talk shit. And now you're the victim and I'm the insensitive one. All right, cool. I'll take you a little apology that I don't fucking think you even believe because you don't realize what you've done is wrong.
And you probably don't, dude.
You don't get why I view it the way I do. So how the fuck can you be sorry? You know what I'm saying? And then I'll leave it at that. And I fucking said, here's where I'm leaving it now. I'm going to leave it alone. If I don't hear my fucking name out your mouth. If you want to praise me, show respect, whatever, cool. Leave all that side shit out of it. Because there's something that comes along with that you don't want. And we're going to find out. So don't give me all this, well, my neck was broken and shit, so I couldn't fight you anyway, even if I wanted to find out who the fuck would win. Doc, you're talking about being 180 pounds in your prime, and I'm fucking, and at this point, let's be real, nobody believes by the looks of you that you've ever fucking stepped foot in a goddamn gym a day in your life. Sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that's what people are pitching to me. Definitely not 180 goddamn pounds. Let's say that.
You gotta get a white glove, right? And go from him and be like, sir, I challenge you to a duel and smack him in the face with the glove.
That's class, bro. That's class as fuck. That might be too high class for me. I don't think
No. Dress up in a nice little suit and go up to him, a little top hat, and be like, excuse me,
I'm gonna dress up like Colonel Sanders. And
Word. And he'll turn around and be like, I challenge you to a duel.
But
And then
that's
just walk away.
But like I said, man, when my camp comes to me and says, "Yo, this motherfucker looks like he's never stepped foot in a gym a day in his life," when the fuck was he 180 goddamn pounds?
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking shit about a 265 fucking jacked monster that fucking you could see in the documentary lift 245 with one arm like he's bored for fucking over 10 reps.
Insane.
Doing pec decks. That's what I do. And I'm not fucking saying that to blow smoke at my ass. They're like, this is what I witnessed you do. And to you, that's normal. To us, we're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Beast mode.
You don't do roids. You don't fucking, you're terrified of roids.
Mm.
So how is this dude gonna fucking talk like, they're like, we thought it was funny if he thinks he has a chance in hell. But he just goes all out and says, I would beat your fucking ass. You couldn't beat his ass if it was scripted for you in your little wrestling career, dog. And I'm like, all right, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
So he's a comedian wrestler.
But trying to fucking say, oh, I've got, a belt in fucking jiu-jitsu and fucking taekwondo and all this other madness, like 3 different fucking sports. Purple belt this, black belt that. It's like, dog, they take 5 years apiece. You're only like a year or 2 older than me at best.
Yeah. He's jealous, bro.
But you're saying you're a 15-year fucking indie wrestler. With 5 years apiece for each goddamn belt. That's 30 goddamn years.
Yeah.
People are calling suspect on that. He's like, I don't know where you're finding that my timelines are fucked up. I didn't say that shit. Other people are.
Hmm?
You know what I'm saying? It's like people are like, yo, the pictures you have of you indie wrestling, there's 4 old men watching a fucking ring with 2 guys in spandex groping each other.
Oh, shit.
But you want to call yourself a 15-year pro?
What?
Last time I fucking checked, a pro had a fucking fan base beyond 4 old men.
Yeah.
That probably thought they were there for bingo.
They knew what they were there for. Smacking ass.
Like Chris Hansen should be coming up to them saying, take a seat, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? All 4 of you.
Dude, those, yeah.
Like,
you should get Chris Hansen to mediate. Have him sit him down and ask him what he's really doing here in that picture. Were you the groper or the gropee?
But it was the old farts in the crowd, all 4 of them. Like, I don't want to take the chance that one of your 3 listeners believes your bullshit.
Yeah.
That you could take.
It'd be detrimental, bro. For real.
I might lose a fan, for fuck's sake. But
you might gain 3.
True. True. I don't think I need him that bad, but
like, is he a type of show where you could call in by any chance?
No,
I would love to.
He don't do all that shit. It's all live and whatever, but he doesn't offer that. You can get in the chat room.
It just fucking. I just got recently banned on Facebook for 30 days for just going at somebody. And then after I got banned, I looked at my phone and I was like, oh shit, I have his phone number. So then I was on like one of those apps, just texting him, threatening him again. I was like, bro, don't make me do what I did to your buddy Kevin, which was I used to work at a moving company, and this kid, he pissed me off one day. I worked late the night before. Long story short, I put his head through the vending machine. Well, first, we were calling each other names, and then I went up to him, and he was like taller than me, so I looked at him, and I shit you not, I kissed him, and then I headbutted him, and then I took his head and I smashed it in the machine.
I have no problem believing any of that. What?
No, for real. And then after that, the boss's son tries holding me like outside, like in the parking lot, and I shit you not, I choked him out and left him there, and then walked inside.
I know you, so I don't doubt none of this.
Yep.
This
Love
is
it.
just a regular day at the office for Scotty, man.
Yeah, bro. The movie company was like the best because it was like a bunch of felons, right? And the boss's son. Another story, like it was one night we were working at the bottom of 30 Rock in Manhattan, and I pile drive this kid into a pile of metal, and then he had like these jacked up teeth. He's like. And he's like holding it. He's like looking at something. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? He's like, that's my tooth. I'm like, that looks like a gray rock. I'm like, I did you a favor. That was the boss's son. He used to we used to beat the shit out of because he always used to try to fuck with me. And like, I don't fight people unless you really take me out of my comfort zone. And then I'm really fuck you up.
Bruh, if that's what the boss's son looks like, I don't even have to ask if y'all get benefits. You know what I'm saying? Obviously not dental.
No. God bless America.
Right?
I'm fucking real. Yo, it's like, what do you think about MF Doom passing away?
That is fucked.
Right? And he passed away on Halloween, and his family waited until New Year's to release that he had passed, just so they could grieve. But he was a Long Islander. I fuck with MF Doom, man. A lot of people don't know who he is, which was fucking surprising because he's like, to me, he's like king of the underground.
That mask is unique.
You know what I mean?
Like that, that hit me hard because I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
And how is this old news, but like nobody said shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that fucking.
Like he had no friends that tried calling him in that time.
God damn.
And then Dr. Dre had a brain aneurysm.
I know. I reached out and I was like, I said that on my last show because I know Marsh. So I'm like, on my last
Crazy.
show, I was like,
But he's doing good.
Yeah, he's great, man. I just got text the other night. He's great.
It's insane. And then while he's in that hospital, 4 guys tried to break into his house.
Right, and rob him. Like, what the fuck?
Unfucking real.
I got a text last night too, and I'm not sure if I could say this, but fuck it, I'm saying it.
Breaking news.
yeah, because I know people, and like I know Marsh. So Benzino has reached out to Marshall's people to try to say, you don't talk shit about me, I won't talk shit about you. Let's try to be positive going forward. Maybe one day we can sit down and kind of chop it up, whatever. But, as of now, like, I don't need this negativity in my life or whatever. If you don't mention me, I won't talk shit about you. Like, who the
Yo, I was like, can you name one song from Benzino?
No, unless it was going at Marshall, then
right?
Even that,
I don't even think there was one.
There's a couple, but it's like I listened to that whole fucking feud because I always educate people. I'm like, listen to this whack ass motherfucker.
Word. Yo,
try in to sound like he knows what the fuck he's doing.
I don't know if it was that beef, but it was a DJ Green Lantern mixtape.
Oh, he fucked up.
Eminem fucking on the beginning song, he's like, how the fuck does it go? He's like, we ain't ever gonna stop, dude. Fuck. Green Lantern, The Invasion.
Yeah.
It's the first song.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit is fucking amazing. Amazing.
True.
I'm gonna wrap it right now because I'm tired.
Lantern fucked up though.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what he did, but he got shit canned. He was cut from the label.
Yeah, what happened? Because that's true. He didn't. But he was putting out some fire mixtapes, bro.
Yeah, but he fucked up.
During
What?
the whole beef with 50 and Jadakiss,
Huh?
he is friends of both sides. Like he was signed to fucking Aftermath and or Interscope, but he was reaching out and he got recorded in a phone conversation telling Jadakiss, they're gonna put the young kid out, meaning Lloyd Banks. He's coming out with a fucking solo record, like just tipping him off.
Yeah.
So then Jadakiss could fucking talk shit and fuck up his sales before he even comes out. And it's like you don't do that. Like if you're cool with both sides, you just keep business the fuck out of things, man.
Word, you don't talk about that sort
You,
of shit.
you don't take that shit to the other side when the one side's paying you.
Yo,
Nah.
I'm fucking. Who's your favorite G Unit member?
Oh shit.
This is how I'll know we're real true brothers if you name the right guy.
Damn. I mean, to me, Game was the shit, and then fucking he bounced, and I understand why.
Yeah,
Obviously, 50 is 50.
Young Buck.
Yes, that's the motherfucker.
Yo,
That's why I was excluding 50 from the whole thing.
Young Buck. Every album, every fucking mixtape, that guy is a real motherfucker.
Right, which is why I was excluding 50 because he's 50. Like he doesn't count to me.
Yeah, like Banks was a good punchline rapper, but like Buck was like,
Right.
Buck's still coming out with shit fucking crazy.
Banks, yeah. Banks was dope, whatever, but Buck fucking he has some dope shit. Like fucking lose my mind.
He was in them streets.
Yeah. And then when 50 booted his ass out, he went to Game and was like, yo, we gotta, and that to be, I just listened to it tonight again, because I love that shit.
Yeah.
Buck was the realest cat.
Yeah.
To me, where he addresses how, Banks looks miserable for a reason. And yeah, it was too goddamn old to do this shit anymore anyway.
Yeah.
And he can't stay out of prison. So you got nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why Buck went back. That's the thing.
I was watching that DJ. We'll call him DJ. What did Crunchy Black call him? But DJ Vlad and the Buck.
Oh.
Buck did it because I think Who Kid was the one that was in 50's ear and told him they needed to have a reunite for the summer jam. And that's why he came back. But in that time, the G Unit, they dropped 2 EPs, which were fire. And then Buck started dropping like 10 Bullets, like his EPs, and those shits were fire, bro. That guy, yeah. I'm a big fan of Buck. And like I'm eclectic with my music. Like I listen to pretty much everything. But in my genres, I do have like my favorites, like my favorite artists and shit, But I listen like fucking ska music and punk music, and I'm a big ska head, big. But yeah, Young Buck, G Unit, Eminem.
Yeah, and Marshall's like one of the dopest people I know. So, really fucking, Game is another one. I'm one of the coolest people I know. I love his shit. I always supported him. To say I know him now is a trip.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the fact that he did his shit with Buck, I was like, yo, that confirms for me Buck is everything as dope as I said he was.
Yeah.
Banks, where the fuck did he disappear to? If he was fired like that, Game exposed him.
Yeah. But Banks' albums, he had good mixtapes. His albums were always mediocre at best.
Because he would go to 50 for fucking, I need help.
Yeah.
How do I write this shit?
The Game's first album was that's a classic.
Fire, dude. Like for real. That's legendary to me.
Yeah. From beginning to end.
Absolutely.
Not one song that you just like skip over. Like you could bump that shit from the beginning to the end.
Right. How many records can you say that about these days?
Right? Oh, these days, bro, I'm still stuck in the '90s because I refuse to listen to anything new. I
Right. I
refuse.
can't listen to one fucking thing these days, man. It's awful. Yeah, I just witnessed the whole like social media thing about somebody dissing fucking Tracy Chapman, who just won a lawsuit against Nicki Minaj for sampling her shit without fucking
Get out of here.
permission. And this one chick was like, "Who the fuck is Tracy Chapman anyway?"
My wife hates that song, and when we're on car trips, I'll purposely play that song on my iPod.
It's
Let me not a fast car. No, no, let me mind. Maybe we'll tell you how.
I'm by no means a fan, but at the same time, Nicki
It's a
Minaj,
dope ass song, bro.
right? But at the same time, Nicki Minaj is trash.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you gonna say that Chapman doesn't even fucking have relevancy? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. This chick was out of pocket on that.
Yeah. How are you gonna mess with Tracy Chapman's a goat?
Right. She's a fucking legend, whether you like her
Word.
shit or not, regardless.
Yeah.
Does not change. And this bitch trying to say anyone under 40 doesn't know who fucking she is.
That's why, like, the younger generation have no fucking respect for the elders, you know? And it's only gonna get worse. Like, they really don't give a fuck. They don't care. On Halloween, actually, let me tell you a story real quick. My daughter was grounded, but I decided to take her and her friends out trick or treating, right? So at the end of the night, the kids are at my house, and it's her and her two friends, and then this one boy who, when we went to go get a sweatshirt for a friend at our house, I drove him to the house. Like, I felt bad for this kid. You know, he's a special kind of kid. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, come hang out, whatever. Took him out. So we're in my house, I'm in the kitchen, and he's like trying to put hands on me, bro. Right? So then he takes my hat off and he slapped me on the head. Right?
Damn.
So then I think I hemmed him up real quick in the kitchen. I did. I ain't gonna lie. So whatever. Then I let him go. Then we're in the TV room, and he's doing it again. And my daughter and her friends are sitting on the floor, right? And this is why I say, like, I'm meant to teach like people like life lessons, right? So he's like, yo, look at that, like on my son's like toy shelf. And like I was like, he went to go like hit me. So at that point, like I just grabbed him and I'm like, yo, my dude. I'm like, I don't know if anybody ever fucking told you this. I'm like, but you don't put your hands on people that are older than you. And I was like, cause I'm not your average dad. I said, I will fuck you up, right? At that point, my daughter and like her friends were all like, and I'm like, and when your dad comes or whoever loves you comes to find out what happened to you, I'm gonna fuck them up too.
It's true. You would. I'll tase that motherfucker.
Word. The kid was like, he's like, I'm sorry, right? But don't put your hands on it. And I asked him, yo, he does that to like other people's parents. What kind of kid? Like, who does that? And that's the caliber of kids that we're dealing with these days. Is like, there's no repercussion for nothing. You know what I mean? And they're gonna go out there, but I'm not that. Like, I will fucking. I said everybody's fair game. It could be a grandmother, a fucking newborn baby. Like, I knock dogs out. Yeah, I always told my wife, I'm like, yo, if I ever got attacked by a dog, I'd beat the shit out of it, right? And she's like, yeah, right. You can't, dogs are fuck. So I go drop my daughter off at her friend's house. They have a Dalmatian, right? This big ass Dalmatian. So I'm on the driveway. The dog comes up to me and he fucking bites my pants, right? So he like bit me as he bit my pants, and then he tried to jump up and bite me in the face, bro. I fucking Mike Tyson that motherfucker. I knocked him. I knocked his ass out, and then when we had to go back later, like to pick up my daughter, I must have like knocked her. Like, yeah, they had to rush him to the ER. But that dog was literally trying to attack me on this girl's driveway, and there was nothing that she, you know what I mean? Like he's on the like the fucking electric fence shit, right? But yo, like if I didn't, that dog could attack my daughter also. Like it's crazy, especially them big ass dogs, man. They fucking running wild over here, like the pit bulls. Crashed through the fence and got to the neighbor's dog, bro. Dogs are dangerous shit.
This show sponsored by PETA. Now's a good time to announce that.
Yo, hold on, self defense.
It's not, thankfully, but I thought that jokes as fuck. So I had to put that in there. People with the amount of meat I eat, people never fucking endorse my shit.
I fucking love the past 3 days I've eaten a pound of bacon every day.
I eat steak every day.
Yo, where yesterday I had, we call it Canadian bacon, but it's like the circle, right? I made a pound of bacon. I put Canadian bacon on the bottom and regular bacon on top.
Man,
I fucking love bacon.
Man after my own heart, I tell you.
Heart attack, man.
Right? You know, my team, my crew, my camp fucking hit me up. My fucking agent, and like there's a whole fucking meeting about me. Where they contacted me after they talked and like, why are you always in fucking drama so goddamn much? Mm-hmm. Like every time I turn around, you're fucking going at somebody.
Spicy. You gotta keep it spicy.
And I was like, same reason I eat steak every fucking day. I'm addicted to beef.
Addicted to beef. That's good.
I pay y'all, so you ain't gonna do goddamn nothing about it. So you're gonna ask me this shit.
Yeah.
I'm the one that signs your paychecks, bitches.
I'm addicted to beef.
You make money because of me.
What's your favorite cut of beef?
Oh, I love me some top sirloin steaks, man. Nice and lean. Good shit.
Flank steak. I love skirt steak. Skirt steak is good.
Yeah, prime steak is
good. Yeah, I barbecue all winter, bro.
Same. I love it. I
fucking love it.
I use charcoal. I go fucking hard.
Yeah. Best. Hard in the paint like Waka Flocka.
Yeah, I love charcoal, man. You have that flavor, you know, not that.
It's true. And then you could even put them wood chips under there.
Yes. Thank you. Finally, someone gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm a meat dude. I'll just give me a slab of meat and a potato, and I'm straight, bro.
I'm Irish, dude. That's all we live off of.
Like, potatoes.
I'll take pasta, whatever, but I could live off of meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking love it. Love it.
See, brothers, man.
You guys got Jersey Mike's over in Canada?
No, but it sounds fucking amazing already.
It's like it's a sandwich place. You guys got Subways over there?
Yeah. It's
like Subway is shit compared to Jersey Mike's. Oh man, no Jersey Mike's.
I know, but
what kind of restaurants you guys have over there franchise wise that we don't have over here?
I don't know, man. I mean, we got Charlie's, which is dope.
What's Charlie's? Is that like a Steakums?
Yeah, it's like steak sandwiches, but then they'll do chicken too.
Yeah.
It's a little pricier in comparison to like Subway or whatever.
Yeah.
They do the hot.
It's good.
Yeah, the chicken or steak with the fucking melted cheese. And,
hell yeah, and they chop it up on that big ass grill.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. On that bread. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bacon and all that good shit. I was like, come on, man.
Word.
Y'all killing me. I can't eat this shit.
So yo, what you wake up, you work out every day.
I love it. 4 hours.
What time does the day start?
For me, man, usually if I'm in cutting phase, I'll be up at like 4 a.m. I'll do fucking cardio at like 5. Do about an hour of cardio. I'll come home, I'll eat, and then I'll go hit the gym for 4 hours and just lift. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much my routine. So the fact that people think they could fuck with me is fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, okay.
Lifting 4 hours a day.
Right. And that's, no, I'm not even fucking planning on coming back to fighting. It's just
But to know that, how much do you lift? What'd you say, 2 something?
well, for pec deck, one arm, it's on the documentary. And I just posted like a piece of the documentary on one of my profiles because I got a few, one for fans, one for personal. You're my personal. Because that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you something. But yeah, fucking pec deck, I lift 245 with one arm, and I'm like,
You can punch somebody in the face with 245 pounds worth of pressure.
the fucking machine doesn't go higher than 245, and I look bored. Like my producer talks about in the documentary, like, and showed the evidence that I'm not even looking at it. I'm just swinging it with one arm, bored as fuck, for 10 fucking plus reps. And she's like, and he looks like he's fucking agitated that this doesn't go higher. And it's like, because I am.
Word.
Once you max out 245 and it's easy, I want more, but the machine don't go higher. What am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know, I can't have you. Yeah. So now I've switched gyms. I'm going to a power lifter fucking gym now.
Word.
Just to have fucking shit to work with.
That's crazy.
And I'm clean.
Yeah.
The idea of roids fucking terrifies me because that's shit. You have no business changing your fucking genetics and shit.
Yeah, everything.
And
everything.
the second you fucking touch that shit one time, you got to get fucking like test booster shots every fucking month just to not be a little bitch. Like,
we're angry as it is. Could you imagine?
Right. I'm good on that. Like,
yeah.
I'll just lift. And
yeah.
If 245 with one arm is not enough for someone, for me to be like, oh, you're not fucking manly, whatever, dog, fucking fight me then. You know, I don't need to prove nothing to nobody.
Word.
I'm set for life. Yeah. Financially, I'm good. This is what I said. Like, this motherfucker that, you know, I don't have a problem with him except what the fuck was said. And the apology to me was like, okay, I can accept that, but I feel like if you're gonna diss me publicly, I feel like, you know, again, the fucking apology should be as loud as the offense.
Yeah.
But whatever.
For what you have in for the, you know what I mean? Like, you've given him a position for him to make, like, you have a lot invested in him, and he doesn't respect any of it unless he comes out to you and is like, listen, bro, I'm just trying to start some beef. Maybe I can get some hype and fucking, you know, maybe my show will kick off because I want to be you and he wants to suck your dick and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's for you to, you know, you really want, like, you already put it in and he didn't show gratitude for it. You really want to try anymore? You know what I mean? Or you want to just be like, listen, bro, fuck off.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's what's fucked up. Is like, that's supposed to be your boy.
Yeah.
And then that's like, people are pointing out to you, like, do you ever notice he never has nothing positive to say? And when someone starts trying to give you some love and respect and talk about what you've accomplished, he not only cuts them off, but then he changes the subject and doesn't let them continue their point.
Yeah. No.
That seems fucked up. He's like, you're his go-to when his guests cancel.
Mm-hmm.
And you drop everything to be fucking... And then you get on his shit and he fucking says shit like, well, I knew you'd be available because you ain't got no life. All you do is sit around and fucking smoke weed and shit. So I'm like, yeah, it sucks to be famous and fucking successful. I could do that kind of shit. It's fucking terrible.
The worst life ever. I hate my life.
Right. It's awful that's all I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I want that life.
You know, like, fuck, dog. Like, that's all I have to do.
That's what he's hating, bro.
But it's like, I'm doing what I do regardless, even though I don't have to. Because I'm trying to create opportunities for people that need a hand. That need the opportunities no one gave me.
Yeah.
I earned that shit. But there's people out there grinding so goddamn hard that don't get nothing, no matter how hard they grind. I'm trying to be the difference
in that scenario where they now get the opportunities they deserve because they're fucking always busting their ass. And I'm in a position to give them that opportunity that they fucking worked hard for. I'm not handing them shit.
Yeah.
That's why I brought
That's
you.
blessed, man.
That's
That's
why
blessed.
I asked you to come in to the fucking movie and whatever, because it's like you grind hard.
Word.
Like you're a hard worker, man. You got a family and shit. And it's like, no matter how hard you work, you seem to be overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way of the world. That's the way it goes.
It's a fact.
And, you know what I'm saying? I'm not handing you anything. I'm recognizing your fucking suitability for what I'm offering you. And I'm like, yo, he'd be perfect. He's fucking entertaining as shit. He grinds hard. Like,
I am entertaining. I have so many pranks and shit, bro. I want to do. We have this guy next door. I want to hit him with a water balloon, and I've been saving up glitter from the dollar store. So I'm gonna hit him with a water balloon, make sure it gets all wet, and then I'm gonna fucking dump like a 5-pound bucket, like the Home Depot orange bucket filled with glitter. I'm gonna dump it on him. It's gonna be amazing. I love shit like that.
All right, so before I get into this point, before anyone tries to tell me, oh, you're body shaming and all this bullshit, no, I'm not. When I talk about dude fucking not looking like he ever stepped foot in the gym or whatever, that was not my words. That was other people's that were pointing out to me that, you know, that's how they felt. That they felt like, yo, dude looks like he's never stepped foot in a gym and he thinks he can take you in a fight when you're military trained, you're from the fucking hood and white, you know, where you're one of two white people in every class in high school and shit, you're probably going to get into some fights. Yeah. Everyone views you as a target. And it's a life or death situation every time. And military trained and fucking MMA trained. And this motherfucker thinks that he not only thinks he can take you, but is going on. But then here's where it gets fucked up, okay? The first text message was clearing shit up saying, I don't fucking feel like, you know, I could beat you in a fight. But then later in the conversation in the text says, can I beat you in a fight? I don't know. I don't care. Hold up. You just said, and now you're going back on it. How am I supposed to trust someone like that, man? I can't even keep their fucking opinions straight. Their story is always changing.
Yeah, he's
I don't like that.
No, definitely not like a lawyer or any type of. He's kind of like toxic, bro.
That's where I was like, yo,
toxic, negative, like the whole, you know what I mean, for the positive energy that you give out and shit. You know, like that's. I'm surprised you even talk to a guy like that because that really don't mix with your fucking aura.
Man, I appreciate that because I can get real fucking toxic real fast and I can wipe out a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I try not to be that person. And some, like my personal assistant fucking said, people's true colors start to come out usually in the forms of red flags.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, is that a shot of bloods? Because I'm not fucking happy about that. She's like, you know what I mean, dickhead. I'm like, just checking, just testing, testing the fucking waters here and checking the temperature of the room. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to find out I employed a secret crip, you know. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you start to see red flags with people, and you're like, whoa. Because honestly, this shit was all brought to me, and I mentioned this on the last show. I was like, people were like, yo, how the fuck are you gonna go on a show nonstop, like fucking multiple times, and let this host fucking diss you like that? And I'm like, did he diss me though, really? And then I go back and I watch the shit and I'm like, oh, I get what you're saying now, because the energy is off. It's a weird energy where it's like
it makes you feel a certain type of way,
right? You know? Right, where it's like you're not joking now.
Even if you got to question it, but
thank you.
Yeah,
that's
like
what I.
But like I said, like with the comedian, that's his job. You don't run your job 24 hours a day and you know fucking get by in life by fucking putting people down and making, you know what I mean, talking shit, biting the hand that feeds you, pretty much.
That's what I felt. And I'm like, yo, if the first show I ever did of yours, you're like, now you're pissing me off. And I said this jokingly. He said this jokingly, and I'll give him that. Said, now you're pissing me off. And I was like, what? He's like, the only time I get someone on my show that's funnier than me is a stand-up comedian, and you're fucking killing it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's a compliment.
What?
But it's like every time I come on your show, you have to mute your mic because you're fucking laughing so goddamn hard. But you have to mute your fucking mic. But you're the comedian.
Word. But that probably pisses him off too.
To me, it's not funny to constantly be like, I'd kick your fucking ass, blah, blah, blah. Like,
No, of course it's not. But like I said before, it's like, it's annoying. It's like kind of like bullying, you know, more like annoying than anything. But from you shouldn't be hearing shit like that come out of that guy's mouth.
You know what I'm saying? And like the first show is funny because I'm like, okay, I get it. You're a comedian. That's what comedians do. I mean, I've seen Conan O'Brien talk to like Triple H about like, I'd beat your ass in a wrestling match. And people laugh because it's supposed to be funny. But when every goddamn time the motherfucker's on your show and then you start getting a little more aggressive with the tone and be like, no, I'm serious. Like, I would fucking, because I said, fuck around, find out. He's like, I will.
Yeah. Oh.
And I'm like,
pull your gun. Yeah.
Oh, word? Okay. So we're there then. And I said, homie, if you fucking, this is what really got people. Okay. This is what blew up my inbox. I said, if you fucking watched my documentary, though, you would fucking know that I don't feel pain anymore because I was abused so much as a child by a grown fucking man that would lift me up by my eye sockets. And as a child, like something just clicked where I don't feel pain. Neither do I. Oh, word?
Yeah.
So that just fucking happens that often, huh?
Sorry.
And then this motherfucker then says, I wouldn't watch your documentary unless you fucking sent it to me for free. I barely sat through the fucking trailer. That's
they're talking to this kid?
And people are like, yo, that's supposed to be your boy?
Yeah.
What part of that's supposed to be funny? He's like, that was a joke, man. I thought you knew that. I'm like, dog, the public doesn't fucking know that.
Yeah. No, but like we said before, you can't keep using that as a crutch. Like, that's not his crutch, man. You can't.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like, you like, my producer was like, dude, that's hurtful.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not in my feelings.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
It's just, that's the thing, right? The public is like, what the fuck?
It's not even so much the public. It's him thinking that he can, you know, like he can talk to you like that. Who else is he talking to like that? You know, is he degrading women?
But, you know,
is he like just fucking constantly making people, you know, feel like shit?
And you're supposed to be in a goddamn movie I put you in. If you were at a bar with me, standing beside me, you'd never say that shit, even if a camera was on you, because you're not safely tucked in the U.S. over Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
You're beside me now. I could put hands on you now if you a line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it's a game changer because I bet even with all the cameras on, you're not going to disrespect me on air. We could do a live show together beside each other on there. I bet you won't talk to me the same goddamn way then.
What?
That's the problem. You can call it a character and this, that, and the third and all this bullshit. Cool. I don't play though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a character, motherfucker. What you see is what you get. And when I'm fucking up to fucking 12, you're fucked. Because there's no making me go back to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah.
And this is why
redlining.
Yeah, this is why I come to you because it's like, see, this is why I come to you, man. Because I'm like, yo, you got a couple, you know, literally just a couple years on me, and you've been through probably the same shit. You come from the same type of place, and I'm like, am I overreacting? Am I tripping? Am I fucking? Do I need to dole out some apologies? Or am I justified in what I'm saying? Because
100% justified.
Because I know I get crazy sometimes, and sometimes I read too much into shit.
And it's like, okay, maybe I took it too hard because that's who I am. I don't like disrespect. But you fucking were like, yo, I got you. Like, I totally get where you're coming from. So then I was like, all right. When Big Brother signs off on it,
Yeah.
and I just, I'm good with my choice. I'm good with how I feel about it. Because
You have to. It's a no-brainer, man. But yeah, like, you can't beat yourself up at all for any of it.
I
You
just,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I just like to, show people like the process that I go through.
Mhm.
I am not somebody who does not consider that I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I get nuts sometimes because of
Yeah.
where I'm from. And this is someone from like fucking Florida or whatever the fuck. So it's like, okay, we're definitely creatures of a different fucking nature, dog. Like, I'm gonna get nuts. My
But
my personal
you come back down, you know, I'm sorry. I did that the other day. I bugged out. And then when I was fine, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry.
I'll be the first to do that and say I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was out of pocket. And
Mhm.
I shouldn't have reacted the way I did, but I get a little nuts sometimes. But I can accept that I'm wrong. But if
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it, but I think it's a possibility, I reach out to people that have a bit more experience than me that kind of help me stay grounded, that I feel are wiser than me. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I need guidance, man. I'll look to my big brother and be like, yo, I need guidance. Am I wrong?
Anytime, bro.
Am I fucking up? Like, I
Yeah.
need to have a level head, and I feel like you have been there, done that shit. Am I fucking up? Like, I need to fucking go to a man that fucking is the man I want to be and fucking be like, yo, you've been there, done it, and now you're doing the family thing, whatever. Am I fucking up? And if
Yeah.
so, just let me know, and I will make
That's the
him.
thing. I always tell my boy, and I'll tell people, don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me really how it is. Like, if you're asking me, I'm not going to
Amen.
sugarcoat shit. I'm going to really tell you how it fucking is. You
And
know
that's
what I
why I
mean?
came to you, man, because I'm like,
Word.
I don't want smoke blowing up my ass, man.
Word. It sucks when you go to someone and you might have to, like, don't tell me what I want to hear. You know what I mean? Like, straight out the gate. Like, just tell me what the fuck it is, bro. Tell me what it is. No sugarcoat shit. You know what I mean? And that's the people like I love that I fuck with.
The only people I fuck with are the ones that will tell me when I'm fucking up.
Word.
That will come to me and be like, you're wrong.
Be like, yo, you're a fucking moron right now. I'd be like, oh, word.
The first fucking words out my mouth will be thank you.
Yeah.
Because I need that guidance sometimes.
Yeah.
I know I'm not right every fucking time.
Right.
So I will fucking address the shit and be like, yo, I was out of pocket. I was out of line when I spoke to you. I felt a certain way about it. I'm the first to say, because he pulls this like I'm bipolar, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. But you just said on a show that don't define you.
Right.
But when it's convenient, it seems to be the go-to excuse.
Nah.
And then to be like, I thought you knew that and understood that. Now you're making yourself the victim, and now I'm the insensitive one. I don't play that shit.
Yeah, so we flipped the script on you. Maybe I need to pay this kid a visit.
What's that?
Listen, maybe I need to pay this kid a visit.
I see. I don't like that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, okay. Here's the thing with me, is I know I get nuts sometimes because I'm a product of my environment.
Mm-hmm. It's only right.
If I'm overreacting, I'll be the first to kind of reach out to people and be like, yo, am I tripping? Am I fucking up here? Because it may not be that deep. And it's not that deep right now. It's nothing.
You need to check it anyway.
But I'm checking the temperature of how I addressed it in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did I overreact? Did I come off like I'm fucking crazy? Did I?
You've handled it really well. You know what I mean? Because like I said, even with like me trying to be rational and give you the good advice, I'm still telling you to smack him.
You did say chin check the motherfucker. I will give you that.
Yeah.
But my personal assistant, who's known me for, who's a sister to me,
She's a model and this, that, and the third. So my kind of behavior sometimes I think startles her.
Huh.
But she was kind of like, I'm proud of you, to be honest. Because the way you handled that conversation, you were civil.
Yeah.
You're pretty peaceful. And then you reached out for guidance. Like, yo, am I holding a grudge or whatever? Even though I'm not, like, I didn't say basically all I said was I don't rock with you no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can't trust someone like you. I'm gonna sit back and see what you do, what you feel is the right thing to do, and then that will determine where we go from here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm leaving it alone. And if my name comes out your fucking mouth again in a disrespectful way, then we have a fucking problem.
Let me take it to the next level. Word.
Right. But otherwise,
Yeah. Nah, people just suck like that, man. It's like so many people I don't fuck with just because like people out for themselves. Like they're not 100% genuine. It's not worth my time talking.
right.
You know what I mean? It's a waste. It's a waste. It's a waste of time, waste of energy, physical. Mental. Like,
It is.
why bother? Why bother?
That's why I don't let people close to me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got abandonment issues and shit, and I come from the hood. Like, it's a bad combination. So, cats like you, I appreciate so goddamn much. You literally fucking said last night, if I could say this, if not, I'll fucking edit it out. But it just meant so much to me. Where I tripped out, I'm like, am I fucking at that point in life? Or did I make it to that point where I'm that big a goddamn deal? But you fucking said, my bucket list is to fucking kick it with you. I'm like, fuck. What I'm gonna do with a cool job?
Hell yeah.
Like, that's it. I'm a person, man. I'm fucked up as anyone else, and I have a cool job.
Yeah, but that's what I want to do. I want to get fucked.
I mean, we could do that. Yeah, I ain't against that either.
Yeah.
I think with you, it would be the final straw where it's what kills me. But what a dope way to go out. But that meant the world to me, man, because I was like, God damn.
Respect. Hell yeah.
Like, because I view you as like my big brother, man.
Word. Look at you took a chance on me. Like when you first hit me up, like I was like, out of everybody, I was honored. I was like, this guy, he's seen something. He's seen something in us. You know what I mean?
I did. And there was an energy. It wasn't even what you did. Fuck all that taser bullshit. That was funny.
Yeah.
But I was like, are people really gonna want to fucking watch that?
Right. I always say I wish it would have went because like I want to entertain the masses. Like I had a
I knew. But to me, it wasn't about that. It was about the energy that I got from you, where I was like, something that meshes with you and me. That I was like, something's telling me this is your people, man. This is your dude. It wasn't everyone else. It was you specifically. Yeah. And there's something about you that I was like, yo, my gut says this dude, and you are just going to just mesh. And he's good for you. Even though he's fucking letting people tase him and shit, and that looks retarded.
No matter. Like I was, I'm probably the realest motherfucker you'll ever meet in your life.
And that's what I think it was. Because I'm that dude.
Yeah.
So I think real recognizes real. And therefore, like I
pride myself on that shit.
You were guaranteed. I just didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want you to fucking, I didn't want you to feel like you're getting a handout because it was nothing like that.
Yeah.
You earn that shit just by you being who you are with a certain energy that I connected with, that I was like, yo, that is it for me.
I appreciate that shit.
And I mean that because here we are. It's been 2 years now. And we're finally fucking doing a show together. We talked and shit. You're
When you said last night, you were like, "Yo, we're gonna get on a show." I woke up this morning, told my wife, I was like, "Yo, he wants to do a show together." Like I was hyped, and then when you hit me up this afternoon, you were like, "Oh, let's do it tonight." I'm like, "Oh shit, you want to do it tonight?" I'm down.
it was
I want
so
to meet this dude. I want to fucking chop it up with him. Fuck yeah.
it was so sporadic, but I was just like, there's something I'm
That's
like,
how we do it, though. That's how we do it.
right. And it was like, that's the thing too. There's another thing I wanted to address is like consistency. With my show, I'm not consistent because I don't fucking need to be. I still make money. But like I got a business, I got multiple businesses that run themselves at this point. I just get paid. I have 200 fucking employees. My show I'm not consistent with because I do it when I want to because I don't want to hate doing it. And my fans are understanding. They don't fucking get upset and be like, where the fuck, they just download it when it's available. But consistency for me is important with my behavior, my beliefs, my views. So what I mean by that is going back to this drama. If I expect a certain behavior from somebody, I expect it from everyone. I don't give no one a pass because of who they are and be like, okay, it's cool for you to do that shit, but anyone else, I'll call people out for doing it.
Right.
If everyone else is called out for doing it and you fucking do it, I'm gonna have to check you and be like, you fucked up. I can't fucking be a hypocrite and be like, oh, but it's you, so it's fine. I'm not calling out the person. I'm calling out the behavior.
Right.
So if I'm calling out the behavior, it doesn't matter who the person is that does the shit. If it's unacceptable, it's unacceptable. No matter who the fuck you are. No matter who you
think. Like grandmother, newborn, whoever.
Right.
Anybody can get.
Right. Maybe not so much the newborn because they don't know shit yet. They haven't been taught nothing.
They can't talk yet. They get
but grandma's gonna lose the dentures, man. She fucks around, finds out. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what I mean? No, I just
them teeth yet to knock out, so they gotta learn, sir.
Yeah, no, but that's what it is. It's the attitude. And some people, I find myself in that too. My wife tells me all the time, like a lot of time, I'm a miserable prick. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But like in the morning, I wake up, right? And my daughter said it the other day. She's like, "How come you act all angry?" And I'm like, "I'm not. I'm playing." Like I wake up in the morning, I go, I just moan and groan, right? And I'm like, I hate this. Do I really hate it? No. Am I just doing it just to like do something? Exactly what I'm doing. I make my coffee. I hate making coffee. You know what I mean? And he's like, why are you so mad? I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm only playing around. I'm just lazy and tired. Like I'm just talking shit, pretty much. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like I do have to. I find myself a lot. I like negative headspace, I guess. You know what I mean? And then that's why lately I've been I try to surround myself with as many positive people. And then as I'm going through this, then you reached out to me. That's why, like I always say, God works in mysterious ways. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
For real.
I felt like I need to reach out to you because I'm like, yo, that's Big Brother, man. And that, I don't know what it was. It was just this situation made me reach out. I was never salty or anything. I just remember it was like things kind of went to the wayside because I was busy with the documentary.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to be in it, and then I never got shit from you, and I was like, okay, that's weird. But like I'm so wrapped up in filming it that like I can't really focus on socializing with people to touch base and be like, yo, what's up? And I don't want to put people on that because I'm paying them to do other shit and whatever. So I was like, I guess you're busy. You got stuff going on and whatever. Because I didn't hear back from you that like I'm still doing it or whatever. I had a few other people that's who I got salty with because I had a music producer that wanted, and this is a blessing in disguise because they wanted to be in on it but they took 2 months to get back to me, to even read my message. And it was through a friend. I was trying to give my friend's friend some work. Took them 2 months to even open the message to find out what I'm looking for. By then, I'm like, I don't need you.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was dope that happened, because then I hooked up with Shady Records. And they took
everything happens for a reason.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So someone in their mom's basement that didn't take it too seriously and thought they weren't going to get paid or whatever. Cool. I hooked up with, Marshall and fucking some real people. It's all good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I've built some fucking strong relationships with that and whatever. And that were already in place before that, but it solidified things.
Fuck yeah.
And then I was upset. I was like, man, I can't address you now, because I'm like, I hope he doesn't think I'm fucking upset that he said he was going to be a part of this and then didn't do it for, he probably got busy, whatever.
That was my bad. That's like a bad character trait of mine, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't upset or whatever, but I was like, he probably thinks I am. And I don't want to fucking come off the wrong way. So if I reach out, I got to do it in a certain way where it's not like I come across where you could even assume I'm being salty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to fucking.
But at the end of the day, I fucked up, not you.
But I didn't want you to feel like, I felt a certain way about it, because it was like, okay, life happens,
Yeah.
Because my boy that I knew since he was like 8 years old fucking did the same thing. And I was like, all right, cool. I guess he's busy. And he's like, yeah, I got kids. Shit came up. Is it too late? And I said, no. And then he fucking still doesn't submit anything. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's a dick move. You're like, oh, is it? Can I still do it? Yeah, yeah. No, forget it.
And then doesn't. And I'm like, all right, well,
fuck out of here.
Yeah. I've got a crew of people. Like, this is not my shit. This is about me. But there's a whole crew at another company working on this. This is their deadline, not mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've already gone through my shit.
I was following that deadline. I seen you too. Like, you were crunching towards the end. I seen all them posts.
Man, dog, you don't even know. Like, there was nights where I flipped tables because I didn't want to do this no more.
Mm-hmm.
It's so personal.
Stressful, bro.
Yeah, man. And I flipped tables. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this no more. And they're like, yo, we're like
that deadline.
We're 3.5 quarters away from the finished thing, and you don't want to talk about person shit more. I'm like, you fucking talk about it then.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the one that has to relive it.
Yeah.
Y'all don't fucking get that. Like, this is my abuse I had to go
opening up old fucking scabs and shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And then,
then
they come out.
Because at the end of the night, you got to go home and try to fall asleep while you're still thinking of that shit.
Revenge is dope, though.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that company.
What? For real?
Yeah. And apparently the boss was a cunt. He was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I fucking let him go first order of business. And the fucking hardest worker that's now a dear friend of mine that said, yo, I worked there for 5 fucking years and I got 1 raise and no promotions. I just promoted her and she got like 3 fucking raises in 1.
Word.
And I was like, I got you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I enjoy my job again because I was going to quit, but what am I going to do? This is what I fucking went to school for. Like, every single person. She's like, I could speak for every single person that fucking worked for that company that was miserable and wanted to leave, and then they heard you were buying it out when we started the project. Because you heard from crew, like, yeah, don't let this get back to the boss, but he sucks. He's the worst. He treats us like shit. We're like slaves, but we love what we do. And what makes it hard to leave, because where are we going to go? And I'm like, I got you. And they didn't know what that meant. And I was like, I'm buying this.
And what's the best thing now where someone's at a job, loving what they do, and getting paid good for it?
Right. And now I can do whatever I want video-wise.
Word.
Because I bought a whole fucking studio. I got all the equipment. I got everything.
Fuck yeah.
So I could do fucking whatever. Like I could
You making pornos and shit.
I might. I might. You never know. You know?
Fucking anything you want.
Right. Possibilities are fucking endless.
Word. You know what I've seen over in California? They've been taking bands and they have like a website where the band will like go to the Roxy and play the Roxy, and people are buying the tickets for the shows. You know what I mean? You can get some bands up in your fucking studio and have like a fucking studio gig and do some like Canadian shit like that.
I can do all sorts of shit.
Word.
Like it's so cool because when you own a studio, you can rent the bitch out
Word.
and make fat stats.
Crazy money. Word.
I don't have to do no work. I don't have to have my crew do work. They got to bring their own crew, fucking shoot their shit in my studio.
Like everything, all their own equipment and all that other shit.
Yeah, you know, I got the lighting rig. I got the green screens and the audio booth and all that great shit.
It's fucking awesome.
But you got to show up with your own engineers. You're paying whatever. I just get fucking mad fucking ducats, and I don't have to do shit. My crew don't have to do shit, but I still pay them just because you were mistreated. I don't need the fucking money, man. So I'm gonna pay y'all for your day off.
You're a good man, bro. Blessed.
I appreciate that, man.
It's like Robin Hood.
I feel like
but you don't steal from the rich and give it to the poor, but you got the kind heart and you share it, bro.
Man, I mean, my documentary talks about it. Like, what a trip life is. I left home at 15 to get out of a bad fucking abusive situation. I lived on the street. I had nothing. The shit people take for granted. I didn't have fucking my 3 square meals, whatever. I didn't know if I was going to eat again today or tomorrow or the next fucking day. Middle of winter. I never asked nobody for money. I never asked nobody for shit. I'm too proud for that. I brought some money, and I would only eat when I absolutely had to just for survival. The schools that I ended up sitting outside of in the little doorways for warmth, I ended up being a motivational speaker at when I became successful. That's a trip.
Yeah, but that's God.
Absolutely. 110%, man. God looked out for me like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And
I said it the other day. I was like, yo, I skated by so much shit, right? And I've done so much shit. I was only arrested once, but the shit I got away with, you know what I mean? Could have been so much worse. And I always just, like, I pray a lot. And he listens. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I told him the other day, like, when I ask for shit, most of the time, like, I get it. You know? But I'm saying, like, my buddy the other day, he was like, he's like, I could be in a bad mood. And I come in here and I look at you and you make me smile. Right? He's like, there's something about you. He's like, I could be having the worst day ever. He's like, and you make me happy. I'm like, that's what I do. I'm the fucking sad clown. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking miserable, but I love making everybody else fucking happy. You know? It's just, it's how I roll. It's just what it is, bro. Fucking, life's a trip. Life's a trip.
who would have thought? Okay. Because I get exactly what you're saying. Because that was me. And I'm still that person.
Yeah.
I will fucking make you laugh every chance I get. But I'll never let you know how I feel that my son is gone. Because that's depressing. No one wants to fucking hear that shit.
I couldn't imagine, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that I need to talk about because everyone fucking just knows how that must feel. I don't need to, like, go in depth as to, like, how I feel. I will make people laugh because I don't want people to feel the way I do.
Right.
I don't want people to feel the way I do based on the life I had. And motherfuckers will view it as like, oh, but you're successful and, you know, stupid fucking.
That all don't mean shit, bro.
And it's like,
let me tell you,
it doesn't take it away.
My daughter, Aaliyah, Sadaka before when she had turned 5. She was at my mother-in-law's house, and me and my wife were out eating, and we get a phone call. that Aaliyah hit her head, right? Didn't think anything about it. All right, we'll be there shortly. So we go drive. It's like a 20-minute drive. She's crying. Pick her up. All right, bring her back home. And she's crying still. So I look at my wife and I'm like, who's gonna bring her? I bring her, you bring her, you know? So thank God it was me. Driving down the road and I'm talking to her and I'm hitting it and she just falls out. Right? So I bring her, like, I'm running red lights, bro. Go to the ER. I carry her inside. They're like, oh, it's probably a concussion. So I peel back her eyelids and her eyes are in the back of her head. So I'm like shaking her. I'm like, Aaliyah, like, come back, come back. She opens her eyes and she throws up on the floor. So then I called the nurse over and I was like, yo, something's wrong, right? They bring her in for the CAT scan. It's a 1 in a million chance, bro, that the spot that she hit on that fucking nightstand fractured her skull and she punctured the artery above her temple. And the whole time that she was at my mother-in-law's house and in the car and in the waiting room, she was dying. Her brain was like the blood just kept rushing into the skull, right? So they bring her in for the CAT scan. Within like minutes, the alarm's going off. Mr. Sender, she's got to go in for emergency brain surgery.
Yeah.
Right? She just turned 5 like 2 days ago, bro. So I'm like, my kids, like my family was always fucked up to me. So like I always said, I'm gonna start my own family. You know what I mean? Like this is my shit.
Me too.
So like I was distraught. So I called my wife and I'm like, yo, you got to get down here quick. But stupid me, when I was leaving in a hurry, I took all the keys for all the cars, right? That's a Scott thing to do. So I had to call the neighbor across the street. Long story short, bro, I don't remember how many hours it was in the waiting room. She had less than 3% chance of survival, right? Doctor comes out, everything was good. They, you know, she's in the Ronald McDonald like intensive care. We go upstairs. She has a titanium plate there now. Because they had to take it, you know, let the brain come out and then go back in. And we did all the follow-ups and shit, bro. Would you know that now it's like nothing ever happened? But that night, when that shit happened, bro, and I always prayed to God, right? Like, I've never prayed and asked for people for prayers so much in my life. And like, I get you. I haven't been where you're at, but I was almost there, bro. And like, to feel it helpless, you know what I mean? And all you have is that fucking prayer. And bro, I don't need, like, it's crazy. And that's why I got mad respect for you too, bro. Because, you know, that's and rest in peace, man. Like, these are kids, bro. You know, that's what we do everything for. Everything. Unconditional fucking love.
I appreciate you, brother. I mean,
Word. Like I told my daughter the other day, she go to sleepovers and she don't stay the whole night, right? She's 12, whatever. So like, I'm always like, call me. Like I'm like it's a pain in the ass, but whatever. So the other night we got mad at it, and she was like, I want to sleep over at my friend's house. And normally we're like, no. But I was like, just go. She's like, but if I want to come home, I said, listen, I love you more than anything in the fucking world. And there's not nothing I wouldn't do for you. You know what I mean? But I would rather fucking come and pick you up than have you sit at your friend's house having a little panic, or, you know what I mean? Or just because you're worried about calling me to come home. I would just rather, you know what I mean? So you don't. I'm like, so, and I had to tell her, I told her again today, I'm like, I'm not as big of a dick as you think I am. You know what I mean? Like, I tell you, like, I keep it real, but I love the shit out of you. And I'll protect you 100%. Like, you won't be able to shake me off. I'd rather die for all my peoples. And my circle is very fucking small.
amen.
Very small.
Amen.
Word.
I feel the same way. And there's a reason. You figure And I'm not knocking people that didn't experience this. I'm just saying they can't understand it. 10 months old, my mother was out of the picture. I don't even know why. Because I hear 15 different stories. Everything ranging from she chucked your ass into a dumpster to fucking die. And your old man took you who didn't want you neither. To he took her, he took you from her. And there's nothing she could do about it. And everything in between. So it's like, I don't know. All I know is I don't know her. And I have an older sister that's 3 years older than me that I also don't know because of that. And then I was taken from my grandparents when they had a falling out, my old man and them. And then an abusive fucking childhood. So it's like, getting hit as a grown-ass fucking man with objects and shit. Full-blown, like, fucking grown man, like, whipping, like Nolan Ryan fucking whipping screwdrivers at the back of your head and shit. Because he got upset when you're, like, fucking 4 years old or whatever, 5 years old, 6, whatever. Because I was taken from my grandparents when I was 6.5. So, yeah, that kind of shit started. And it's like, Nintendo controllers with a corner would just nail you in the back of the fucking head just at the right way. That would leave that nice welt just because he's bad, and shit like that. And then to tell you better not have broke it. Dog, first of all, it's my goddamn system. Mm-hmm. And you threw it at my fucking skull.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
man.
Then later in life, you try to trust people. My oldest son's grandfather treated me like a son and like really let me in his life, and in turn I let him in mine. And then when my child was born a couple months after the fact, he hung himself because he couldn't handle his fucking situation in life. It's like, Doc, I fucking viewed you as like a dad to me, man.
Yeah.
When we had all this history, you hated me.
You never know, man, what someone else's
right. But you know what I'm saying? That's just what
I totally hear you. I totally hear you.
It's the issues, man.
You know what I mean? It's crazy because like he was probably going through some. I ain't even gonna say that I never thought about it because I have. You know what I mean? But like when you think like what you leaving behind on that, like when you getting involved in that shit, it's not worth it unless you really have nobody that gave a fuck about you.
Amen.
You can't go that route. You know what I mean?
And I know he was depressed and whatever, and he was off his meds and whatever, but I feel the meds he was on.
Horrible. It's horrible.
I feel the meds he was on was bullshit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say the name. It's a big brand. Fuck them. I think they're placebo.
Most of that shit is, bro.
Starts with a Z. I'm not going to say anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like every motherfucker, and then fucking people that I let close to me, friends, wives, whatever, that I call family, they leave eventually, whether it's death. Because then not long after, fucking my cousin, who I'm not blaming her, obviously, this is not her fucking choice.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin, who I grew up with when she was born, like I was already old enough. I used to make fucking like forts for her to hang out in when my grandmother, like, who raised me, fucking babysat her and whatever. I'd build forts out of chairs and blankets and fucking and cushions and shit. And her and I would have a blast. We'd fucking sitting there with our Teddy Grahams and our fucking juice boxes.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Chocolate
chip Teddy Grahams are the best.
Yes, bro. In 2003, October 1st, 2003, she passed. Just like that. Woke up one night and said, I can't breathe. Her sister ran, got her dad. By that point, she was vomiting blood. The vomiting, it turns out, ruptured her spleen.
Jesus.
That's where the blood was coming from. The coroners by the time it's a scenario like that reminded me, this is why I bring it up, is because what you were saying with your kid,
Mhm.
it sounds similar. By the time he got her to the hospital, he had to carry her in, and she passed in his arms. As a father, god damn, I couldn't imagine living with that.
Mhm.
I just can't. I've buried a child.
That
I also went to her fucking funeral hearing you should never bury your child. They should bury you. And I thought, amen, like fucking right. I never thought in a million years I would fucking one day experience the same goddamn thing. And now I look back at the situation, I'm like, yo, he walked in the hospital doors, and as he did, she passed in his arms. They put her on a
wait a
they put her on a gurney, and the fuckers dropped her on the floor.
Jesus Christ.
Picked her back up, put her on the gurney, rushed her in, say she's gone. And they thought it was leukemia. You know what the fuck it was?
Wow.
After re-examining, it was fucking mono.
Get the fuck out of here.
How many fucking people die from mono? One in like fucking a million.
That's crazy.
One in like 10,000 or whatever the fuck, if I'm being realistic. And she happened to be that one. That is October 1st, 2003. It's tattooed on
That's
my
fucked up.
arm. She's born in 1987, man. It's like everyone that I'm close with, because she viewed me as like a big brother and whatever. And that was my baby sister, not my cousin. It's like everyone that gets close to me either dies or fucking goes away because they choose to. So I'm very selective about who the fuck I let near me. And when I let people near me and then it turned out to be snakes, then I take it personal, man. So then I reach out to like my real close cats that fucking I could go time without talking to, but I know that the energy's still fucking the same. And be like, am I fucking tripping? You know?
Yeah, but at this point in the game, bro, we're like 42, 38? We don't need no new friends.
I'm gonna be 38 in January. Yeah,
Don't need no new friends.
21st.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We rock with what we got. Unless, you know, there's people that show potential, they host an interview, maybe they can make the cut. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you're content.
I think my problem is like my closest people are so far away. I can't just like chill with them.
Word.
You know?
Which would make it better. It's like me too.
Yeah. I think that's my problem.
Yeah.
It would, you know, with my life especially, it'd be nice to have a somewhat normal life.
Yeah,
I could just bring people to my hood and just like, you know, to my
hang out and fucking bullshit. Word.
Yeah, but like I can't trust nobody because people that I knew since fucking forever, people I dated even, have stabbed me in the goddamn back. Where like the second I didn't pay their rent,
yeah,
I'm like, you're grown. You should be taking care of this shit.
Yeah.
I count stupid successful by giving people financial handouts. Like I help people, yeah, but come on,
you can't blame yourself for that, bro. You know what it is? Like that's people. That's the devil. They're gonna take advantage. They're gonna use you. You know what I mean? And listen, if you're fucking wealthy enough where like you don't even feel like you can still do it, still do it. You know what I mean? Because they really do need it. They just don't know how to act.
But that's the thing, right? Is I help people that don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a whole charity fund. And
That's
I
nothing wrong with that at all.
I hate talking about this because I don't like to, you know, acknowledge and like advertise what I do.
Yeah.
But every year in my son's honor, in his memory, because he was 2 years old when he passed, they give him 2 weeks to live. He lived to be fucking 9 days after his second birthday. He decided his fight was over.
It's crazy.
So he was like, fuck you in your 2 weeks. Fuck you in your textbook bullshit. I'm going to show you who the fuck I am. Then when I have nothing left to prove, I'm gonna fucking check out. So I can't feel sorry for myself because he was a badass child. He's beautiful.
Word.
Every fuck, like I literally was working a regular ass job when his nurse called me and was like, "Do you have a minute to talk?" I said, "For him, of course. Like,
Yeah.
if we're talking about him, of course." Can I just say, there's something so special about him that, like, any free time I come into work and I see that I'm working with him, it brightens my day
Makes that day. Word.
because he's so special, and I don't know what it is. I said everyone that fucking has come in contact with him says there's something like so angelic about him that he is not of this goddamn earth. I said I could tell you as his parent, I'm pretty fucking fond of him too. Like, what do you want me to say? That's my baby.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love him too, man. But I
Yeah.
appreciate what you're saying.
Fuck yeah.
Because he does have an energy about him that he's more special to me.
Yeah.
In
He's
a
a part
weird
of you.
way. Like, I have 4 kids. He's the 4th. And I love all my children. But there's something about him that's different.
Mm-hmm.
There's an energy that's different that, like, I place him above in a different way. Of, like, I love all my kids the same, but there's something, I have a bond with him that's
Of course.
so different. Even because I felt like he ain't ever gonna die. And then he did. And I found out from a fan. A fan reached out to me and was like, "I'm really sorry." I woke up from a nap. And his mom fucking split with me because she was like, I just can't. Like, we're engaged. And she was just like, if he goes, I can't love anything ever again. How do you argue with that? I get that. I gave you my life, and I cannot fucking dispute this with you.
Yeah.
Like, I understand where you're coming from, even though it crushes me. And she was so goddamn hurt and whatever, and we had a bit of a fucking falling out because I told her how I felt, and she was like, "Move on." So like, all right. And then 2 years later, I finally move on. And the second I told her, she got upset. So then we didn't talk for a minute because I was like, I don't want to bother you. But then he fucking passes. She didn't reach out to me and tell me.
Wow.
So a fan reached out and was like, "I'm so sorry. I just heard your son passed and whatever." And I'm like, "What?" A fucking fan that I've never met a day in my life told me my son died.
That's fucking crazy.
And then I look into the proper sources, and yeah, it's true. I never heard from her. But I email her regardless. And I was like, "I'm so fucking sorry for whatever you're feeling right now, because I'm feeling it too. And I'm sorry for like whatever hurt you that I said or whatever, or you know, but that's not important right now." And she said, "Thank you so much." And I just want you to know that the last outfit you sent for him was worn in his last days. And he looks so handsome. Please know that obviously I'm not in a position where I want to talk right now. I said I left it at that. I didn't respond.
Yeah.
I didn't respond to the email. We never talked again. Period.
Yeah.
Because how do you address that? How do you broach that? How do you talk to someone again feeling like I'm just gonna be a painful reminder
Word. But it's not even that. Like,
of what we lost? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but she handled it the wrong way. like how she said she couldn't love again. It don't like you guys. You you had a kid together. You're supposed to grieve to get. You know what I mean? She shouldn't have left.
Well, she had a toxic, bloodline that kind of lured her out and manipulated her in a fucking serious way. That they've always been known to do that. They gang up on her and they fucking offered her. And I don't want to put her business out there like this, but fuck it. But fuck it. They offered her all this support and help and this, that, and third because when he was alive, it was a 24-hour fucking ordeal to take care of him.
Mm.
And they offered her all this shit. And what she got was, okay, we're not going to lend you our vehicles to go see him, meaning me.
Mm.
Therefore, I didn't see my kid anymore, even though he's terminal. So every day matters, and I didn't get to see him again. And now we got to start charging you rent. And they didn't help her take care of him. She had to do everything herself.
Fucking real.
Where's this? You get what I'm saying? And she messaged me multiple times with shit about how she regrets it. Without saying it. She's too proud to say
it. Human, bro. She's human.
Yeah.
Heat of the moment, it sounded and it felt good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you really sit back and you let a couple of years pass and you really think about it.
And I never hold anything against her.
No.
I wasn't even invited to his funeral. Because if I was, she would be kicked out the house and wouldn't have a place to live. They held that against her too.
That's horrible.
I
suck, bro.
I never hold it against her. That's someone I'll always love forever.
Yeah.
And I know that was not her fault. It was self-preservation and she knew what I understand. So I'm not a victim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's my baby. And he inspired me to do a lot of crazy shit that helps people to the point where I've actually now founded the Madden Taylor fucking foundation, which is his first and middle name, charity that donates money to NKH research, which is what took his life. And it's such an under-researched thing because Colorado has the one expert that knows the most about the fucking condition, which they don't know much. But Canada fucking gets all their treatment and everything and advice from that one expert from Colorado. Like, what do we do? And that's how they treated him so well. Because this guy said, well, this is what I know. So I'm funding him to help him keep his lab doors open. When a couple of years ago, they were closing their research doors, their lab doors were closing because they needed like $100,000 to fucking keep their doors open because Colorado's government wasn't going to give them another grant. They got theirs. And they still had a year to go to stay open to fucking research. So I was like, all right, I got you.
Word.
I donated the fucking money and kept their doors open. My child's already gone. At this point, like,
that's for
it's not going to save my baby,
man. That's what I'm saying. Like you were a rock, right? But fucking been hacked up and chipped away. Been through so much shit, bro. There were huger things waiting for you.
Man, I appreciate that.
You blessed, bro. You blessed. Like a lot of people that say, "Oh, he had to make a deal with the devil." Like you are truly just blessed.
I will never.
You've been tested. You've been tested. You weathered the storm. You're fucking blessed, bro.
I appreciate that, dog. That's why I wanted you on that goddamn documentary so bad. Because I'm like, yo, this is the kind
of my bad. But you know what it would have been too? Like I fucking would have recorded something. I would have watched it and been like, it's not good enough. And I would have drove myself insane by fucking going over it. Oh, it's not good enough. Oh, it's not good enough. Oh, it's not good enough.
I love that perfectionist shit, man. There's this one cat that did some shit on it that was so fucking funny to me. Because he talked about me in a way, and I don't tell people what the fuck to say. I told you that too. I was like, don't say don't fucking say anything that you don't mean. You know what I'm saying? This is not a documentary to kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Just say how you feel. This cat is from Alabama, I believe. And he's funny as fuck. He's not white. And, you know, he's funny as fuck because he was like, all right, well, I'll tell you this. I was on his show. As successful as he is, whatever, he wasn't demanding with his time, which surprised me. He could have been like, who the fuck are you? I said, you're supposed to be on my show. You agreed. And I was like, I got to do like homework with my kid or whatever. And he was just really chill. Like, hey, man, whenever you can. That's cool. He wasn't demanding with his time like he probably should be, whatever. So, how I feel about him is like, the side that I see of him is like, maybe different from what y'all see. You know, like he never whipped he never whipped my ass. I ain't saying he can't.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah, but if you're on the other side of the ass whooping, you might fucking
Yeah, I seen that one.
You might view him a little differently.
Yes.
That caught me large, dog. I was like, yo, that's so funny.
Fuck yeah. He's like, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of that ass whooping.
Right? Like, you know? That shit made me laugh, man. I was like, yo, that's entertaining as fuck. That's going to the
You needed to find that. Fuck, we needed to laugh after all that.
Right? I was like, yeah, that's going to the trailer.
For a bit.
Funny as fuck.
Fuck yeah. You're good, man. Yeah, I gotta go to bed, bro. I gotta do bus stop duty in the morning.
God damn.
We're gonna have to do a part 2 of this.
Oh, for sure.
I need to come back.
Anytime.
For real.
You're not only my big bro, but you're fucking part of the network. So I mean, you get fucking like priority.
Like VIP. Yo, like if you ever like you did tonight, if you ever need someone to sit in or whatever, fucking call me, bro. I'm down.
Man, I appreciate that.
For real. I love it.
I just had to get some shit off my chest, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking fathom doing a show. But I was like, it hit me, and I was like, I got some shit to get off my fucking chest.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I was like, who better? Because we talked about this.
It's perfect.
You know what I'm saying? And you get it, because you come from a place that's just as fucked up.
Yeah. I've been dark.
You know what I'm saying? I come from fucking West Side, fucking Moulton, Ontario, which is Canada's Compton. And like literally imagine living in a Bloods territory where if you go to the mall, your life's on the line. Because that's Crips territory.
It's crazy.
And I do that shit willingly. And I even looked at apartments back when I had no money in Crips territory. Like, I'll live there. I don't give a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because I had mad respect. No matter where I go, I'm good when I come through.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, okay, it's cool to know when I come out and do radio shows. I found out when I come to New York, I'm good when I come through. I'm fucking respected and I'm good when I go fucking
hood pass.
I love that shit, man. That, you know, so someone's going to talk about they're going to beat my ass that no one's ever heard of? Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? So then this solidifies shit because this is my boy from New York that's like, you're good. You know? Appreciate that, man.
Come on, man. Now we just need to make it happen. Get you over here in New York.
Hey, man. Soon as fuck. If I was somebody back when I lived in Niagara, I'd be over that border every day.
Oh, for real.
Tell y'all got sick of me.
Oh man. All right. On that note, bro, I gotta hit the hay, go to sleep, and yo, thank you so much for having me. I feel honored. Um, like I've been wanting to do is at least chop it up with you. We've messaged each other, but we didn't. You know what I mean?
It was much needed.
This is fucking dope. Yeah, bro. And I
Yeah,
appreciate it, man. I love you, brother. And shit, I'm always here for you. You ever anything?
brother,
Hit me
I
up.
appreciate it. I love you like a
That's what we
fucking
do.
big brother. I appreciate every fucking bit of it. Don't ever think I don't. And if you ever think I don't, call me on it so I can fucking clear that mess up right
Word.
quick.
Nah, we good, bro. We fucking good. Cause we remember there's not at the end of the day, there's nothing to fight about. I want to see you happy. You want to see me happy. That's it.
Damn straight, man.
You know what I mean?
If I'm fucking up, call me on it, man.
Word. And vice versa.
That's my guidance, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that big bro to fucking kind of keep me level headed because sometimes I get a little crazy. I pop off a little bit. Sometimes you get, your own shit, new era partnership and whatever, and fucking you get a little ahead of yourself. You think you're fucking bigger than what you are.
But you are. So
that could happen. That could happen. I might get a little bit fucking.
Word. Shit. All right, my dude. I will talk to you soon.
Hope so.
Yeah, you definitely will.
Let's not let it go as long as it did last time, man. That was on me though. But I mean, you probably thought there was maybe some fucking heat there or whatever. But
You know what it is? I'm always just like caught like with the kids and shit. Like I'm like you, except I don't live the fast like between the kids and fucking play dates and homework and all that. Like never ends. Never ends. Even my poor wife. Like when 8 o'clock hits and she could sit on the couch and go watch like her shows, you know what I mean? That's when she's like,
right, and that's why I didn't want to fuck with family time, man.
no. That 8 o'clock is perfect. That's her time. You know what I mean? Usually I go next door. I go take care of my business. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. I was like, I didn't want to fuck with your time with her, but I didn't want to fuck with
it's
your time with the kids. And I was like, man. That's
It's
why I was like,
bro.
if you can't do it, it's cool. It's cool. But
No. Anytime, man. And like I said, like if whatever you need, fucking, spur of the moment, gotta just sit in the back and be like, yeah, I'm your guy.
I'll definitely try to give you more fucking notice next time.
No, it's good. That don't even like anything. 8 o'clock is the cutoff.
Fair enough.
All right, brother. I talk to you soon, man. Thank you for having me, Tattness Podcast. Basement bullshit deteriorated. Shout out to Kate and a cute little baby, Val. If you're still listening, man, Tattness. I think we still got you on the fucking wall back there. Yep.
Damn, son.
That's Kate's handwriting back there.
That's
I never erased it.
mad. I love it.
Word.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, brother. We got to do this again.
Hell yeah, we will.
Have a good night, man.
You too, brother. I love you, man.
Love you too.
All right, so for everyone who sat through that long ass conversation, that was my boy Scotty from fucking New York. Fuck around, find it in New York. That's my dude who is part of the Tattness Podcast fucking network, the Tattness Network, Tattness Co Network. Fucking picked him up probably about 2 years ago, I think.
Just shy of 2 years. I think it was.
Yeah, give or take, along with a bunch of other shows. And like I said, when a motherfucker lets his people tase him just to audition to be on my shit. The thing I love about Scotty, honestly, is he's like, yo, I don't view you like that. You've been so good to me and whatever. I don't view you like that huge celebrity, big deal, fucking whatever. Mm-hmm. You're my boy, like you're my brother, and that's how I see you. And I'm like, I love that, because I fucking hate when people treat me different and are all weird around me and shit. It's fucking strange to me. I don't like it. I don't feel different. I'm just a dude with a cool job. I said this time and time again. So,
Yeah.
I love that he views me as like just a dude that he just wants to kick it with. He sent me a text saying that, you know, his bucket list was like, yo, I gotta chill with you. I'm like, yo, that's dope, man. Imagine people viewing you as such an important part of their life that their bucket list is like, I gotta kick it with you. That's fucking crazy cool. You must be doing something right. So that's cool. What do you want to add to this?
Not too much. Just, you know, I just feel like you and Scotty are definitely like two peas in a pod. And it's your brother from another mother, and he was honest, and I appreciate that honesty.
I love him. I feel like I should have let him talk more because he's so fucking funny. But you know me, when I get heated and I get on a rant, I just, you know, I try to tell him this is what the fuck happened and blah blah blah. But I love what he said about, you know, call yourself a comedian all you want, but even comedians, real comedians, they're not fucking trying to be funny 24/7. Like, I don't go home and be like, "What's up, you fat bitch?" to my wife. You know?
Oh my god.
I fucking love Scotty, man. That's my brother. I love you. Thank you for, you know, giving me guidance and kind of let me know when I'm fucking up and let me know when I'm justified in how I feel about shit. I respect you. I appreciate you. That's why I come to you like my big brother and be like, yo, am I tripping? I mean, sometimes I get out of line. Sometimes I get out of pocket, and famous or not, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes need the guidance of an older male, you know, to kind of reach out to and be like, I need strength. I need, you know, to be sure that I'm not making a mistake here because I'm young and stupid. I ain't that much younger than him, but sometimes we can act much younger than we are, and we make stupid mistakes out of inexperience or repeat our mistakes or whatever. So sometimes I go to someone that's been where I've been and reach out and be like, I need guidance. I need fucking a strong fucking male to help me be a strong male so I can be a strong male for my fucking sons and give them proper guidance and whatever. And I feel like mentally I'm maybe slipping and I need strength. Like, let me know if I'm tripping, if I'm fucking up, if I'm making mistakes, if I'm being foolish, or if I'm actually justified in how I feel about things. I need, you know, your guidance because you're more experienced than me. And let me know if I'm slipping and if I'm making a mistake and I'm leading a bad example, or if I'm justified in teaching my kids to not be a coward and fucking stand up for yourself and call people on their bullshit. You know, I didn't go in guns blazing and call this a beef right off the fucking bat. I said it's not beef now, but if I hear more disrespect, it will be. So he was like, no, you're good. I think you were actually fucking probably more, you know, disciplined than I would have been. So, you know, he agrees with where I'm coming from. Felt like maybe I should have handled it more aggressively than I did. So that's a first. No one ever fucking gives me that kind of credit. But, you know, I always look out to my my elders and my, you know, contemporaries and shit and just be like, yo, am I tripping? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always want to lead by example and be the best example. And I look out to people that are wiser than me, that have been around a little bit longer, and just be like, yo, I need to know that I'm not mistaken here. How do you feel about it? And don't sugarcoat it. Just tell me. If I'm fucking up, tell me. You know? That's just me. You know? I try to enlighten myself and wise up, you know? And so I know to some people, regardless, they're such cowards that, oh, beef in general is just fucking foolishness and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. You're a coward that doesn't stand up for yourself. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will always make sure that if I'm uncertain on whether or not I'm tripping or I'm justified in my beefs, I will reach out to people and get another perspective and give the full story and be like, am I wrong? And if I am, I'll be the first to be like, okay, I need to end this. and apologize and just be like, okay, this went way deeper than it should have been because I was fucking tripping. But you don't get to do that shit, and tell me that I'm wrong when you're the one that caused it. So I go to another source and I find out from people that are wise, that have been down the block, and like, I don't do that shit anymore. But I get where you're coming from, and either A, you're fucking up, or B, no, you're good. You fucking did what I would do. Mm-hmm. And in Scotty's case, that's exactly what it was. Like, I would have fucking done the same thing, but probably more aggressively. So, what do you feel about it?
No, I feel like he was very wise in his words in that, and it just helped you see clearly what you did was the right thing, and nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
there was mad wisdom in, what's up, you fat bitch? I love Scotty, man. But he's absolutely right. Don't try to pass off that, oh, I'm a comedian bullshit every time you talk shit to your boy. And then try to have him believe that you're still his boy. It's like, no, comedians are not always on, motherfucker. If you don't want to get knocked the fuck out, don't tell your MMA and military trained fucking hood boy that you would beat his ass because you think it's fucking funny like you're a comedian. He would knock you the fuck out, period.
What would only be funny about that situation is the embarrassment he would endure from that.
Imagine telling a motherfucker, oh, I can't wait when we get on set for a movie that you're paying me to do, that fucking you went out of your way to give me an opportunity to make some money because I'm so fucking far in debt. I can't wait till you gotta go and tell everybody that a comedian beat your fucking ass. Get the fuck over yourself, kid. Are you on fucking drugs? Well, I guess, never mind. God damn. Just because a little blue pill makes your dick hard doesn't mean you're a fucking man.
Oh my god. Oh dear.
One of us needs that, the other doesn't.
Why would someone openly say they use that? I'm sorry.
I don't give a motherfuck.
That's like such a
Shots.
taboo thing.
Shots have in fact been fired at this point.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
I don't need nothing to get my dick hard. Just saying. But to each their own. Whatever.
But like I said, why would you put that out there? Any potential woman would be like, oh dear God, at your age you're using that? What the fuck?
Hey man, you're gonna put it out there. It's fucking material. You should know that. You're a so-called comedian. So, free fucking range to do whatever I want with that info. And that's what I'm gonna do. So, fuck you. Fuck your show. It's not beef yet, still, even though it sounds like it is. Trust me, if it was, I'd slap the fucking dog shit out of you. But you proved to me who you are, so I want nothing to fucking do with you. Period. So, that's a shame. I viewed you like a brother, and this is the thanks I get. I did everything to help you. You've done absolutely nothing for me, and I didn't even bat an eye. I didn't ask you for anything. But this is the thanks I get. It's just disrespect after disrespect. When someone tries to give me an ounce of credit, you cut them off, and you fucking trash me, and then fucking change the subject, and they see it too, then I know I'm fucking justified. So, you want to add to this before I wrap this bitch up?
Nope. I think you nailed everything.
Cool. Alright, y'all. Thanks for sitting through that long-ass show. But Scotty is entertaining as fuck, so, I mean, you're doing yourselves the favor. I'll catch your fucking asses later, man.
We'll see you next time.
I will not speak to your smallness, a destruction of the fear in us. I have yet to know what I should